Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications so you will not miss a future video.
Welcome to the channel, The Tech Piano Player Kid.
A black background with white text that reads The Tech Piano Player Kid displays on the screen with the same text written to the right in Braille. What is up, everyone? The Tech Piano Player Kid here, and we just left off on Chapter 8 in the last video. And there we unfortunately saw the death of Riley Volder, and I would say probably one of Ash's best friends ever. And it seems like Ash is basically saying, please revive Riley, please revive Riley, please revive Riley. I'm going to do this and this and that. And, you know, obviously you're trying to tell Ash it doesn't work that way. And short term, Ash didn't listen. And Ezra is trying to get through Ash's head that it doesn't work that way. Now, if you guys don't remember or wondering why Ezra did this, well, the question Ezra asked Ash was, would you save one person over Alicia? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. Or would you save Alicia over one person? And Ash said Alicia. She would save all of Alicia over one person. And unfortunately, Ezra killed Riley, and Riley's now dead. Now, could Riley come back to life later on? I don't know. It's a possibility. So, let's go into Chapter 9.
TimeCrest by Sneaky Crab. Speaks volume. 60% top words. Hey. Chapter 9. Messages. Chapter 9. Hey, ellipsis. Did you turn back time?
Yes.
System message. I turned back time. Ash. 1 of 1 responses. I turned back time. Ash. 1 of 1 responses. Respond. Ellipsis. System message. Ash is waiting. Did it work? Is Riley alive? 1 of 1 responses. Button.
As we can tell by the music, I think we already know the answer.
Did it work? Is Riley alive? Respond. It didn't work. I'm alive but, ellipsis. Riley is, ellipsis. Why did the time magic only bring me back but not her? Why is her body cold and mine warm?
See, that's what I'm confused about. How does it work for Ash, but not for other people?
Why is there breath in me, but her chest is still? Ezra said, do you finally believe me? The memories I gave you are real. I killed you. The human brought you back. He said, but like I said, time magic would not reverse the girl's fate. Where did he come from?
What do you mean, where did he come from?
System message, Ash is attack. System message, Ash is attacking Ezra. Ellipsis. System message, Ash lost 17 aura. Ash has received critical damage and is dangerously
Whoa.
System message, ellipsis. System message, Ash lost 17 aura. Ash, drink aura potion has requirement. 1 of 1 responses.
I don't have any
Descriptive hail, button.
popsicles.
Pocket watch. Music.
All right,
watch.
fine.
Watch. History. Infinite relationships. Infinite.
Let's see if I have any of the
Time crystal. Consumable. Dragonberry elixir. Key item. Owned 3. Griffin egg. Key item. Owned 1. Fully restores aura. Button. Eat. Griffin eat. Button. Alert. Griffin egg. The griffin egg was delicious, and Ash's aura has been refilled. Okay.
Okay,
Button.
good.
Consumables. Heading.
Go back.
Ellipsis. Ezra said, aren't you tired of that? System message, Ash is attacking Ezra. At, ellipsis. System message, Ash lost 28 aura. Ezra said, if there's one thing I hate, it's exceptions. Both you and your human are just that. I should kill you here and now, permanently.
So he doesn't like exception. Why?
I can't move, ellipsis. I'm paralyzed. An exception? An exception to what? He said, our universe, the humans' universe are governed by a code, a set of rules that everyone must obey. An exception has unknown effects and ramifications on the very structure of our universe. I'm asking him why he doesn't just kill me then. Ezra said, you're just wasting my time now. Why did you train me? Ezra said, that day on Mount Ashra, from inside the Chrono gem, I saw you stood up to Chronos. He said, I want to speak to that Ash, not some kid who is still sniveling over the loss of one girl.
Dude! Don't you have any Any emotions? Bro.
Arg. 3 exclamation marks. Her name is Riley. 3 exclamation marks. He's leaving. Ellipsis. Ellipsis. I can move again. I think I'm in the palace. That jerk has me holed up in some room. The door is locked. I can't get out. I need to be by her side. How did this happen? Why? Why? System message. Ash is wait. Riley is dead. Ash. 1 of 2 responses. Button.
But why would you... Bro.
I'm sorry that the time magic didn't help. Ellipsis. 2 of 2 responses. Button.
That's the right thing to say. The other one is just... It's just mean.
I'm sorry that the time magic didn't help. Ellipsis. Maybe it did. Ellipsis. It must have. Ellipsis. She's okay. She must be okay. It's all muddled in my memory. Suddenly I was standing outside the ruins of Boulder. I remember going there with Riley, but she was nowhere to be found. Then the jerk teleported in front of me with Riley's lifeless form. He caught my collar and dragged me to her. He seized my hand and made me feel how cold she was. That was when all these horrible images came flooding back to me. I saw Ezra puncturing her heart. Ellipsis. After I told him I would easily choose to save Valencia over one person. Ellipsis. I saw that I was trying to kill myself and begging you to turn back time so we can save Riley. Seeing those images, I didn't know what to believe. I couldn't believe those images I saw were real, especially if it meant that Riley was gone. But there she was lying on the ground, still and covered in blood. I thought it had to have been a trick, a fake, an illusion. I thought the memories couldn't have been real, made up by Ezra. How could we have been talking and laughing one moment, and then without warning, suddenly she was gone and dead? I found myself rubbing her hands, trying to warm them up. Ezra told me to stop doing useless things. I charged at him. I wanted to kill him right there and then. The jerk phased me into this room. I realized I was locked in. That's the moment I reached out to you, and asked you if you had turned back time. Then Ezra showed up and I immediately attacked. Ellipsis. You know the rest. I need a moment. Ellipsis. System. 29 minutes to use Master of Time to skip busy time. Use Master of Time to...
Oof.
System message. Ash. You're the only one I can trust. You told me you did turn back time. And I trust you completely. So I realize now that means those images I saw were real. Hang on. Ellipsis. The door of the room just creaked open. I can leave.
How?
I need to find Riley. I should be beside her. System message. Ash is waiting. Find Ezra. 1 of 2 response. Find Riley. 2 of 2 responses. Button.
I don't know which one to pick. All right, let's save this.
Top menu back. But top.
Ugh,
Settings. Button. There
I don't like that music.
If music vault 10%. TimeCrest contact help support TimeCrest show credits.
What in the world?
About toggling this key notifications only. Switch button on when this option is periodic notifications.
Where's the
Switch
save button?
About toggle key note when this period no if that music fast language fill use system like slash dark messages heading
I don't see the...
sound effects page 4 of 4 support YouTube support review help / contact help review support TimeCrest show credits about toggling key when periodic notifications.
That's weird.
Settings load new game continue the door TimeCrest.
Hold on, guys.
Settings but support ID. There may be sequence support time show credits about toggling keynote when this
Where's the save button?
Contact support help / FAQ close but setting close saves game save / transfer game heading
Oh.
game center icon the tech piano load game save game button
Was
save
up there,
game,
okay.
alert save save
Never mind.
alert okay button okay.
All right, let's go back.
Continue the door continue Reddit find Ezra find Ezra 1 of 2 responses.
Let's see what
Find Ezra.
Ash says.
1 responded. The mere thought of him makes me sick. Let's focus on finding Riley. She's alone right now.
Okay.
System message. Riley is dead. Find Ezra before we lose our chance for some answers. 1 of 2 You're right. We should find her body. 2 of 2 responses.
So, I think we should try to get some answers.
Riley is dead. Riley is dead. Find Ezra before we lose our chance for some answers. What are you saying? How can you just say that so casually when he killed Riley? System mess. Did Riley die just for you to stand still? 1 of 2 We need to find out Ezra's reasons for killing her. 2 of 2 responses. Did Riley die just for you to stand still? 1 of 2 responses. Button. Did Riley that just for you to stand still? We need to find out Ezra's reasons for killing her. 2 of 2 respond. Did Riley die just for you? Respond. And no. She would want me to move forward.
And no.
And Riley would want me to move forward. I know that's what she wants. But it hurts. It hurts so bad. Every time I think about not being able to see her smile, ellipsis, my heart, ellipsis. But here I am, ellipsis. Still standing. Still breathing. 4 exclamation marks. Riley, 5 exclamation marks. I won't let you down, ellipsis. If she can't smile anymore, I'll keep smiling, ellipsis. If she can't breathe anymore, I'll keep breathing. If she can't live anymore, I'll keep living. Because, CapKit, now, receive it. Because, ellipsis.
What? That was perfect. Because CapKit. Okay. No, that was something I tried to download. It's a video thing, software to edit videos, and I was trying to see if it's accessible, and it's not. So I need to delete that.
It's all I can do for her. I'm going to go look for Ezra, ellipsis. Talk to you soon. System 1 hours. Use Master of Time to skip. Use
Wow,
Master of Time.
Ash.
It's Ezra. Descriptive.
Whoa.
He's sitting on a large, glowing glyph with intricate symbols. It's Ezra. I found him. He's sitting on a large, glowing glyph with intricate symbols. There are an additional 7 smaller glyphs of different colors forming a circle behind him. Ezra's eyes are closed. Ellipsis. I'm talking to him, but he's not responding. He might be in a trance, ellipsis. Does he just leave himself open when he's in a trance? I'm going to shake him out of it.
I wouldn't do that.
ARGHHH. 3 exclamation. System message. Ash lost 9,999 aura.
Whoa!
Ash has received critical damage. Drink aura potion has required.
Jumping catfish.
Descriptive. Pocket watch. Music. Memory aura.
Okay.
Notices. Shop. Button.
Bro.
Shop. Note. Memory aura. Music player. Pocket watch. A red badge in. Close. Morty. Time. Morty. A red badge.
Ew.
Morty. Collect 60 gold. But. Collect. Alert. Collected. Successfully collected from Morty. You now have 200 gold. Okay.
Alright, let's...
Drink aura potion. Required. Vertical scroll. Music play. Memory oracle. A
Let's
red.
get some aura potions here.
Notices. Shop. Button.
Memory...
Music. Pocket watch. A red. History. Relate. Infinite. TimeCrest merchant.
TimeCrest
Button.
merchant.
Buy 5 teleport orbs for 750 gold. Ash owns 0.
Whoa! You can do that now?
Buy teleport orbs for 100. Buy aura potion for 100 gold. Buy 5 aura potions for 500 gold. Ash owns 0. Fully restores aura. Buy 100 time crystals for 1 irelium. Ash owns 2,200.
Wow, okay.
Buy aura potion for 100 gold. Ash owns 0. Buy aura alert. Buy cancel. Buy. Okay.
Let's go
Ash
back.
has received system message. Required. Vertical. Drink aura potion has
There we
requirement.
go.
My body was completely paralyzed after the then in agonizing pain, but I was still breathing, ellipsis, barely. To say the least, Ezra isn't defenseless in his trance. We don't know when Ezra is going to come out of this thing. System message. I think we should stay. 1 of 2 respond. Yes, let's leave. 2. I think we should
Let's
stay.
stay.
I think we should stay. Respond, ellipsis. I bet he can hear me. Why did you kill her? 3 question marks. Why was your stupid question so important? How could you take away the life of an innocent girl? You're pathetic. The first king of Volder, the first mage of Volder, what a joke. The first king of Volder, the first mage of Volder, reduced to killing a helpless girl. What a joke. Why do you want to fight Chronos? Why kill everyone? Question mark. The first mage of Valencia so honored in our history is just a fool. A blight on our history. He's not responding. Ezra's eyes are still closed. I'm guessing this is going to be a long wait. System message. I'm okay with waiting. 1 of 2 Let's leave. I'm okay with waiting. 1 of 2 responses.
15,000 years later.
Okay, I'll talk to you. System 3 hours. Use Master of Time to
Okay,
skip
there we
use
go.
Master of Time to skip busy timer for
That
4
was way
messages.
off.
Respond. Okay, ellipse. I'll talk to you. Ezra hasn't moved at all. I don't know if I'm wasting my time here. If only I had tried to convince Riley not to put herself in so much danger. If only I had refused to answer his useless question. If only I had gone with Roger, I wouldn't have even answered the question. This wouldn't have happened.
I'm not gonna say anything.
I promised Riley that she'd have more happy memories, ellipsis. There were so many things I didn't get to say to her, ellipsis. System message. Ash is waiting. Keep waiting for Ezra. 1 of 2 responses. Let's leave. Keep waiting for Ezra. 1 of 2 responses. Use
I don't even know if I've gone this route.
Descript pocket watch.
Ah!
2 hours. Use Master of Time to responded. Okay. System message. Ash is waiting. So I've been staring at Ezra and the glyph he's sitting on. I think I realized something. Ellipsis.
What?
The nightmarish dream I told you about. Ellipsis. The door that I saw. Ellipsis. The symbols on the large glyph Ezra is sitting on are the same as the ones I saw on the door.
What? Okay, that's...
Ezra. Ellipsis. He's looking right at me.
Uh-oh.
Ezra said, "What do you know of the door?" Ezra said, "What do you know of the door?" Never mind that. Ellipsis. I'm asking Ezra why he killed Riley. Is this all just a game to him? Ezra is closing his eyes again. Ellipsis. Ellipsis. I'm describing to him what happens in my recurring dreams. Ezra said, "Did you receive any messages?" Messages? I'm telling Ezra that I received messages from you. Ezra said, "Not you, the human." Again, I'm asking Ezra what he's talking about. System message. Ash is wait. Perhaps Ezra is talking about the weird messages I've been getting. One of two responses.
Yup.
Perhaps Ezra.
Oh, wait, I remember taking this path. Yeah.
Responded, "Oh, those. Ellipsis." Ezra said, "It makes sense you would receive those." Ezra seems to know something about the weird messages you've been receiving. I'm asking Ezra who has been sending those messages to you. He said, "Someone I once knew." Okay, ellipsis. I'm asking why this someone he knew would want to contact you, and why they are using my pocket watch to do it. Ezra is not saying anything anymore. The glyph underneath Ezra is fading away and he's standing up. I'm asking Ezra if he's still going to fight Chronos. I answered his question. Riley said if I came here and answered his question it would help prevent a fight between him and Chronos. Ezra said, "Is that so?" I made no such promise to her. The fight between Chronos and me is inevitable. I told her as much. Then why, ellipsis, why did Riley tell me I could Twitter? Ezra said, "Okay, ellipsis, notification. Twitter, now, James Brequel." Then why,
Sorry.
ellipsis, Ezra said, "Is that so?" I made no such promise to her. The fight between Chronos and me is inevitable. I told her as much. Then why, ellipsis, why did Riley tell me I could change your mind about that? Ezra said, "She put her faith in a dimwit like you?"
Ow!
He said, "As much as I don't like Chronos, I expected more out of his relations." Ellipsis. Riley's last wish, ellipsis, was to make sure you didn't fight with Chronos. I am never going to let you fight with Chronos. Riley did not die in vain. You can kill me 1,000,000 times, but I won't stop trying. I promise you, you will never fight with Chronos. Ash never breaks a promise, because of Riley's wish. Riley, ellipsis. Ellipsis. Ezra's not saying anything. System message, Ash is waiting. Ask Ezra why he wants to fight Chronos in the first place. One of one responses. Ask Ezra why he wants to fight Chronos in the
That's what I wanted to know.
Responded, I'm asking Ezra what Chronos is up to and why Ezra is so determined to kill him. Ezra said, "It's no surprise your brother hasn't told you what he's doing." He said, "He is nothing but a liar, plain and simple." I'm telling Ezra if anything, he turned that liar into a god when he summoned the meteors. Not sure if he knows, but Chronos is the hero of Valencia now. Ezra said, Valencia is fated for destruction if its citizens lack the modicum of intelligence needed to see through Chronos' lies. System message, Ash is waiting. Couldn't Ezra have just used a spell to target Chronos instead of summoning meteors that would kill a lot of other people? One of two response. How come Ezra lost against Chronos and got trapped by the Chrono gem? Two of two responses. Button.
I don't know which one to pick.
Couldn't Ezra have just used a spell to target Chronos and how come Ezra lost against Chronos and got trapped by the Chrono gem? Two of two responses.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna know.
How come Ezra lost again? Respond, that's true. Ezra is the first mage and although Chronos is a prodigy, he was just a teenager when facing. I'm asking Ezra how he lost to a teenager. Ezra is clenching his fists. He seems angry.
Uh-oh.
Ezra said, I didn't lose to him. That child wasn't my enemy. Wait, ellipsis. If Chronos wasn't Ezra's enemy, then who was? Ezra said, that was the past. Today, I recognize that the child has grown into a man who is standing in my way. I'm telling Ezra that if he still plans to fight Chronos, it could mean the loss of many lives. As the first mage, doesn't he have a duty to protect Alencians? Ezra said, I don't have a duty to protect Alencia, but as it turns out, protecting Alencia would be a byproduct of stopping Chronos. Ezra said, if Chronos finished carrying out his full plan, the meteors would have been the last thing anyone would worry about. What is Chronos trying to do? Ezra said, he's trying to change the rules. Which rule? Ezra said, all of them.
All of them?
Why do you speak in so many riddles? Why don't you just tell me directly what Chronos is trying to do? He said, if you want to learn more about Chronos, I'm surprised you haven't talked to Ignis.
What does Ignis have to do with this?
He said, your brother is trying to create exceptions to the rules, like your human friend did by freezing time in our world. What? You froze time? System message, Ash is waiting. I did. Ezra seemed surprised about it too. One responses. I did. Ezra seemed surprised about it too. One responses. Messages. A monochrome icon stylized with a meteor. Behind is a medium-sized gear with a clock face within.
What?
Interlocked with a small-sized gear. Heading.
What in the
Image.
world?
Messages. A
That was-
monochrome Ezra said, you have no idea the significance of what the human did at all, do you? Wow, ellipsis. That sounds really useful if you can freeze time. Responded. Ezra said, you have no idea the significance of what the human did at all, do you? He said, you're just as dense as you were back on Mount Ashra during the training.
Ew.
I'm telling Ezra that he's just as bad at explaining things as he was back then. I'm telling him that I haven't been alive for a billion years like he has, so forgive me if I need more explanation on rare magical phenomena. He said, any good mage would know it's ludicrous for humans to cast magic into our world without being physically in it. Ezra said, like I said, the human is an exception too. Oh, ellipsis. Well, I guess I never thought of it like that. System message, Ash is waiting. Well, I'm special. 1 of 2 How do I do it again? 2 of 2 responses, button.
Oh! I don't know.
Top menu back, button.
Let me go back and
Top.
save this.
Settings, button.
Again, that music.
Setting. Load game.
Rawr.
Save game. Button. Save game. Save. Alert. Success. Game save. Okay.
Okay. Go back.
New. Load. New. Continue. But continue. How do I do it again? Well, I'm special. Well, I'm special. 1 of 2. Responded. Yeah. I've always known that. Ezra said, I wouldn't celebrate when you don't even know how to control your power yet. But if you are an exception, ellipsis, then maybe there's some exception that can bring Riley back.
What? How? What? Who? What? When? Where? How?
Messenger. Ezra is looking at me intently. He said, how are you so sure she wants to be brought back? What? That's crazy for him to say. Of course Riley would want to be alive if she had a choice. If there is a way to bring her back, I'm going to find it. He said, there is already a way to bring her back.
Why did the music just pause?
Is he talking about Riley? Messenger. What? Is he talking about Riley? We can bring Riley back to life. How? Ezra said, you've been pursuing the man who has the answer to that. Soul Ignis. The imposter. He has the answer to reviving Riley? Ellipsis. I'm asking Ezra, again, why he had to kill Riley. Why my answer mattered so much to him that he would take the life of an innocent girl. You know, ellipsis, Riley told me that Ezra wasn't evil. Characters were told me that Ezra wasn't evil. I'm telling Ezra he killed someone who believed the good in him. So why? Ezra is silent. He's not going to answer me, is he? Wait, ellipsis, he's speaking. Ezra said, you don't know it. The pit girl is more useful to you dead than alive. Ezra said, you don't know it, but that girl is more used to you dead than alive.
Why?
Girl, ellipsis. Her name is Riley. 3 exclamation. System message. Ash is 3 system message. Ash lost 34 aura. My body is phasing away. Ellipsis. Riley. Ellipsis. I am outside. Riley. She's lying in front of me. Ellipsis. What's at ellipsis? Ellipsis. I no longer see the Palace of Boulder. I would stop to wonder why he just teleported me out like that. Ellipsis. But I don't think I'll understand what goes on in the mind of an insane jerk anyways. Ellipsis. Riley. Ellipsis. 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 My hands are wet. Oh, my face is wet. Ellipsis. Ellipsis. Riley. Ellipsis. What should I do? Ellipsis. With. Ellipsis. Her? I can't just leave her lying in the dirt like this. System message. Ash is waiting. Bury her in the TimeCrest gardens. 1 of 2 bury her here. 2 of 2 responses. Button. Bury her here. 2 of 2. Respond. Ellipsis. This is her home, but I don't want to bury her near that jerk. It doesn't feel right to bury her in the place where she, ellipsis, fell. I need to give her a proper burial. I mean, did the Valdorian royal family bury their dead in a special way? They must have, but I don't know what it might be. I just want to give Riley a proper burial that she deserves. What? My body is
Hi!
Ellipsis.
That scared me.
I just want to. What? My body is phasing. Ellipsis.
Yikes.
Not again. I'm on Aeon's platform. Riley is still with me.
Okay, how did...
Blue message, Ash. Blue message, if only I could have extracted you 2 sooner. It's Chronos. I'm telling him to stay away from us. I'm not handing Riley over to the person that drains her blood for his own uses. System message. Ash is waiting. Chronos, what are you going to do now without Riley's blood to run ion? 1 of 1 responses. Button. Chronos, what are you going to do now without Riley's blood to run ion? 1 of 1. Responded. Blue message. Now is not the time for me to worry about that. What? Chronos just came over and knelt on the ground. He's propping Riley's body up and embracing her in his arms. His cheek is pressed on the top of her head and he has his eyes closed. Blue message. Ash, all I want to do is give Riley a proper burial congruent with Valdorian royal family traditions. Blue message. Her mother is in a tomb on Ion. Ellipsis. Blue message. We can place Riley by her mother so they can be together. So finally, Riley can rest in peace. System message. Ash is waiting. Riley would want that, wouldn't she? Ash. 1 of 2 response. I didn't think you'd be so sentimental. Chronos. 2 of 2 responses. Riley would want that, wouldn't she? Ash. Riley would want that. Riley would want that. Responded. Riley would. Ellipsis. You're right. Ellipsis. Riley would want to be buried near her mother. I know this isn't the time to be thinking about what I want. Ellipsis. I'm trying to fight the feeling that I don't like leaving Riley with Chronos. Blue message. You think so ill of me, yet I wasn't the monster who killed Riley, was I? Riley's last wish was to make sure you and Ezra don't fight each other, to protect Alencia. Why couldn't you have just told her that you won't fight Ezra? Wouldn't that have saved her life? Blue message. It takes 2 people to fight. I am never going to let you fight Ezra, Chronos. I will make Riley's wish come true. Blue message. Have you seen me take any actions toward Ezra? Blue message. I think you have mistaken who the aggressor would be in such a situation. Blue message. I understand, all too well, what a sociopath Ezra is. Lives are nothing more than toys to him. When I stood up to Ezra, I learned this about him. System message. Ash is waiting. I agree with you. 1 of 4 responses. You sure talk big when the man isn't here to defend himself. 2 of, like how you toyed with Janaz. 3 of, like the sociopath that murdered the entire Valdorian army. 4 of 4 responses. Button.
See,
I agree with you.
I feel like I don't know.
I agree with you. Respond. Blue message. I want for Ezra and I to be able to coexist in peace, but Ezra's heart is set on war. Blue message. I tried to talk Riley out of going to speak with him, but she would not listen to me. Blue message. I had the power to stop her, but such is a power I don't want to exercise lightly. Blue message. Her blood is on my hands as much as it is on Ezra's. Ellipsis. I'm telling him Riley's blood is on my hands too. System message. Ash is waiting. Ezra told us there was a way to revive Riley. What is he talking about? 1 of 1 responses. Ezra told us there was a way to revive Riley. What is he responded. Blue message. If Ezra were telling the truth, it would be a dark path you are seeking. That many have sought and failed.
I feel like he's telling the truth. I feel like he is.
Blue message. What if I told you that to revive Riley means sacrificing the lives of many? Even others you may care about.
Ooh.
Blue message. What if reviving her means putting your own life in danger? System message. Ash is waiting. I would revive Riley. 1 of 2 I'm not sure what I would do. 2 of 2 responses. Button.
I don't know. Alright.
I would revive Riley.
Let's see this one.
Riley. Respond. Blue message. I, too, would choose the same path. Blue message. There is nothing I wouldn't sacrifice to see those that I love alive and happy. He's looking intently at me. Blue message. I hope you know that, Ash. Blue message. We live in a realm of what-ifs when it comes to reviving the dead, and the magic does not exist. Blue message. As a scholar of magic, I would like to believe there are still many mysteries we haven't uncovered, and abilities that none have even fathomed possible. Blue message. In fact, it wasn't until it was proven that time magic exists that people believed something like that to be possible. Blue message. Perhaps reviving the dead just has yet to be proven. Blue message. We all heard of a certain previous master, haven't we, who devoted his life to finding this power? I wonder if he found the answers he was looking for. Ellipsis. Ellipsis. Ezra said something about you and Ignis. Ellipsis. Blue message. Riley's murderer seems to enjoy confusing you with lies. Ash.
What do you mean?
But Ezra said. Ellipsis. Blue message. Ash. You seem tired. You should rest. Here in Ion. No. How do you bring her back, brother? You have to know. You're one of. You have. No.
Whoa.
W. No. How do you bring her back, brother? You have to know. You're one of the most powerful mages in Alencia. You have to know the answer, so tell me. Blue message. I don't have that for you, Ash. Blue message. Now, you should get some rest. System message. Ash is waiting. I agree with Chronos, Ash. You should rest. 1 of 2 response. Don't listen to him, Ash. You should leave. 2 of. I agree with Chronos. I agree with Chronos.
Yeah, I think Ash
You
needs
should
rest.
Riley's body is phasing away. I'm reaching out for her. I'm not going to lose her. Blue message, don't worry, Ash. I'm just teleporting Riley inside Ion so that we can prepare for her funeral. Ellipsis. Blue message, one day I hope you can trust that I am doing what's best for us. I'm telling him it's kind of hard when I don't know what he's up to. Blue message, it's just much safer for you that way. Blue message, Guildmaster Pator will show you to your room. You can rest there until all the preparations for Riley's funeral are done. Blue message, in the meantime, I would like to speak with your friend alone. Of course, I would need to borrow your pocket watch, Ash. What? I'm asking Chronos what he means by that. I don't feel comfortable at all with what he's suggesting.
Excuse me.
System message, Ash is. It's okay, Ash. I want to hear what he has to say to me. One of two response. Me neither. I don't. It's okay, Ash.
I'm gonna hear what he says.
Ash. I want to hear what he has to say to me. Respond. Ellipsis. Okay, ellipsis. If this is really what you want, ellipsis, to talk to Chronos alone. It just feels strange. Ever since I made the connection to you, this pocket watch has never left my side. Blue message, don't worry. I'll keep it safe and return it to you at the funeral. System message, Ash is waiting. Ash, hand him the pocket watch. One of one responses. Ash, hand him the pocket watch. One of one responses. Messages. Responded. Fine, ellipsis. I'm handing it to him. Chronos is nodding over to Guildmaster Patora. Blue message, thank you, Ash. Patora. Ellipsis. Blue message, I'm in my study. System message, Chronos is waiting. So what do you want to talk to me about? One of one responses. So what do you want to talk to me about? One of one responses. Responded. Blue message, even though we are living worlds apart, both our worlds contain what ifs, don't they? Blue message, what if you said yes instead of no? Blue message, what if my father hadn't come to Alencia? Blue message, what if someone you thought didn't care, cared back? Blue message, what if I had listened instead of ignored?
What are you talking about?
Blue message, what if?
What if?
System message, sounds like you have regrets. One of one responses. Button. Sounds like you have regrets. One of one responses. Responded. Blue message, perhaps. Maybe regret is just curiosity about the other side of the what if. Blue message, what if I told you that Ash isn't the first person from Alencia you spoke with? System message, Chrono, what if you just told me what you're talking about? One of two is this regarding the weird messages I've been getting? Two of two responses. Button. What if you just told me what you're talking about? One of two responses. Top menu back.
Alright, let's
button.
go and
Top,
save this.
Settings. Button.
Excuse me.
Save slash game sent. Save slash transfer. Save.
Oh.
The tech piano. Load game. Save game.
Save.
Save game. Alert. Save. Save. Okay. Okay. Music follow. Music volume. The door. Continue. Continue. Is this the script? Is what if you just told me what you're talking about?
Let's see what the first
What
one
if you
does.
just told me what you're talking about? Respond. Blue message. I can see that Ash trusts you very much. Blue message. To trust so easily I had once thought was immensely foolish. Blue message. But perhaps Ash has something I'm missing. Blue message. Oliver is here. Blue message. If you'll excuse me. System message. Communication lost. 3 hours. Use master of time to
That was
skip.
it? Bruh.
Use master of time to skip. Responded. What if? Blue message. I can see that Ash trusts you very. Blue message. If you'll Chronos just handed me the pocket watch. We are at the funeral. Riley is lying on a bed of flowers in a white coffin made of irelium. She is wearing an ornate white dress, embroidered with shimmering silver. Chronos and I are the only ones in the room. I feel, ellipsis, like there should be more people here. Riley was so kind. There should be more people here. Blue message, the people she cared about are here. I'm asking him what Riley was like when she was younger. Blue message, Riley had a strong sense of duty. She bore the burden with a smile, always. Blue message, she remains to be one of the few people I admire. Blue message, as it turned out though, I ended up being one of her greatest tormentors. I'm covering my face with my hands. I'm telling Chronos we don't deserve to be in this room. How can I face her when I was responsible for her death? I'm looking at the shattered red stone of the amulet she gave me. It's a Valdorian family heirloom. Riley gave it to me and I broke it. I keep messing things up, ellipsis. Chronos put a hand on my shoulder, ellipsis. Blue message, Ezra killed Riley. Ellipsis. Blue message, you couldn't do anything to stop him. So now she's dead. Blue message, both our histories are stained with blood of those we weren't strong enough to protect. Blue message, but Ash, you and I could grow stronger together and make sure we never experience anything like it again. What's going to happen to Riley? She looks so beautiful, peaceful. Is her body going to, ellipsis? Blue message, no, one of the Valdorian traditions is to preserve the image of the royal family members who died. I performed the same spell over Riley. I guess I should be heading out. Blue message, there's no need to push yourself so soon. I'm telling him I had promised to be somewhere before everything happened with Riley. Blue message, I see. What's this? A one with a brilliant, iridescent gem suddenly appeared in front of me. I've seen this gem before. Blue message, take it. The wand is embedded with a piece of the Chrono gem. The gem that our father and I developed together.
Whoa.
System message, made one Chrono wand. Chronos and his father made the legendary gem of time. Blue message, our father. Even if you don't see me as your brother, I want you to know where you came from and who you really are. I'm waving the wand around. Nothing is YouTube. I'm waving the wand around. Nothing is happening. Wait a minute. Ellipsis. How do I use it? What does it do? Blue message. That's up to you to figure out. TimeCrest. Blue message. Remember who you are. Remember my offer to you. Ellipsis.
What do you do with this thing?
Maybe I'm not ready to see Riley in a coffin yet. Ellipsis. Let's go. Blue message. Where are you heading next, may I ask? System message. Ash is waiting. None of your business. 1 of 2 response. Wince or howl. 2 of 2 responses. Wince or howl. 2 of 2. Responded. Blue message. The Sand Kingdom. Blue message. That is quite far, and no griffin transport leads there. Blue message. Let me assist you by teleporting you there. Blue message. It's the least I can do. System message. Chronos is teleporting Ash. I'm not quite sure where I am. I'm surrounded by yellow sand and there is a mountain range ahead of me.
Whoa.
It's windy and hot here. Ellipsis. What did Chronos want to speak to you about? System. Nothing interesting. 1 of 2 response. He posed a question. What if you weren't the first Erlinsian to contact me? 2 of 2 responses. He posed a question. What if you weren't the first Erlinsian to respond? Is that some sort of trick question? Of course, I'm the first Erlinsian to contact you. You don't remember anyone else contacting you before I did, unless someone erased your memory? But I don't think that's possible in your world. I'd probably be the only Erlinsian to contact you if it weren't for those weird messages you've been getting. I wonder what Chronos is trying to get at. It makes no sense. I still can't believe that Riley is gone. What do you think of Chronos? What do you think of Chronos? His reaction to her body, taking her up in his arms and embracing her. Ellipsis. That really surprised me. I didn't think he was capable of. Ellipsis. That. System meth. He's complicated, I suppose. 1 of 2 1 act doesn't prove anything. 2 of 2 he's complicated, I suppose.
That's what I would say. He is
Fine.
complicated. Like, I'm not saying that 1 act. Yeah. I'm gonna say he's complicated.
You're telling me. Every time I think I know him, everything changes. And he gave me a piece of something as valuable as the Chrono gem.
Let's see, what time is it?
AT&T Wi-Fi. 4:59 p.m.
Okay.
I don't know if I can trust the man who killed Riley. Ezra said there was a way to bring Riley back and Chronos said there wasn't. Ellipsis. I don't know if I can trust the man who killed Riley, but can I really trust the other who murdered an empire? I guess I still haven't figured out who Chronos really is. I haven't even figured out who TimeCrest is. And now Riley is gone. Now Riley is gone. She knew us both in simpler times. I wish I had taken the time to ask her more about it. But I was too resentful of Chronos to want to know more about him. I wish I had spent more time traveling with her. YouTube. I had been so focused on everything that's happening that I missed what truly mattered. System message. Chronos also knew you both in simpler times. 1 of 2 you're wasting your time with regret. 2 of 2 response. Chronos also knew you both in simpler times. 1 of 2 responses. Luther. Ellipsis. If I call out to Luther, will he hear me?
I don't know.
Will I be willing to listen? Anyways, I'm going to explore and find Roger and the others. System 59 minutes. Use Master of Time to use Master of Time to skip busy timer for. Responded. Luther. Ellipsis. If I will I anyway. Ash. I hear Roger's voice. Oh, it's them, Roger, A, C, and Elise. They are walking towards me. Boy, am I glad I see them alive and well. I guess this is Wince or Hal. I'm running over to them. Roger said, so you came? Of course, Ellipsis, I said I would. Elise said, Roger kept telling us you wouldn't show, Ash. Roger said, who knows when and where Ash will decide to show? Since we can't depend on Ash, I wanted us to be prepared for it. I'm asking Roger why he hid being a prince. Roger shrugged. He doesn't want to talk about it. A.C. is looking at me. He said, well, you sure missed a lot, Ash. I'm asking then what I missed.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Roger isn't saying anything. Elise is playing with her hair. A.C. said, we fought with some guys and Roger got his butt handed to him.
What?
Roger glared at A.C. and pushed him aside. He said, I'll catch you up. He waved. Roger glared at A. He waved his hands as if he were painting a scene. Roger said, in the narrow path surrounded by rocks as high as the sky, Agnes was waiting for us in the howling path with Alan. The former master of fire's eyes glowed of cold fire and he threatened to end our young lives right there and then. Elise said, Agnes didn't say anything to us. Roger said, without any words, Alan, my own brother, attacked me with a Magnus-level water spell. So many things were racing through my mind. What is he doing with Ignis? Why is he attacking me? But most importantly, I realized that I needed to make him see the light and stop what he's doing. Elise said, Alan kicked Roger's butt. Roger glanced sideways at Elise with a frown. He said, we faced impossible odds. Surely we couldn't win against a formidable opponent like the former Master of Fire. But we had no other option, but to stand our ground and survive through sheer will to live. Elise said, Fulgur showed up and we ran away.
Okay.
Ellipsis. A.C. is snickering to the side. He said, I think I like you a wee bit more now, Elise. Elise said, drat. What did I say wrong?
Okay then.
I'm asking Roger what happened to his face. His eye is swollen and black and his lips are cut and swollen too.
Ow.
YouTube. Now, react. Roger touched his face. He said, oh this, ellipsis. Elise said, Roger's dad beat him.
Ow. Dude.
Roger said, Elise, can't you be quiet for once? What? Roger's father beat him? The king of Windsor Howl? Roger said, it's not something I want to talk about. Since I've been disowned by my family, the only thing I have left to do is find out what Alan is up to with Ignis. What? YouTube. What? Roger has been disowned by his family. I'm asking him how he can be so calm about it. Roger scratched his head.
That's what.
He said, because I'm strong enough to survive by myself, Ash.
I couldn't. I wouldn't be strong enough if that happened to me. That'd be tough.
Ellipsis. I'm asking them if they learned any new information. I'm asking them if they learned any new information about the imposter. A.C. said, are you still going on about that imposter thing? Why is this Ignis person so important to you? I'm telling A.C. that Ignis is the reason I became a mage. He's my hero and it makes me angry that someone is trying to frame him. Roger said, he's certainly not more important to you than Princess Riley, ellipsis. I'm asking him what that's supposed to mean. Roger shook his head. He said, never mind. What happened with you and Riley exactly? What were you doing that was so important you had to run off so suddenly? Ellipsis. If Guildmaster Fulgur saw the imposter last, he might know something more. We need to head back to TimeCrest. Elise said, Ash, you look like death. I like it.
Dude.
Ellipsis. Roger said, you didn't answer my question, Ash. What happened with you and the princess? Ellipsis. Riley is dead. Roger said, holy Muffy, you mean Princess Riley, the last Voldorian, is gone? I'm telling him that's exactly what I said. Riley is gone. She's gone because of me. My knees feel rubbery. A.C. said, hey. He's propping me up. A.C. said, calm down will you, and tell us what happened. Ellipsis. Give me some time to catch them up. System message, 11 minutes 55. Use Master of Time to skip busy timer for free. Use Master of Time to skip. Vertical. Descript. He's propping me up. Give me. Roger said,
There we go.
you met the first mage. Praise the first. I mean praise him, that he's still alive. No one has seen the first mage for a long, long time. A.C. said, he sounds like a butthead to me. Roger said, well, maybe if Ash wasn't stupid and answered the question so foolishly. A.C. said, someone's life shouldn't depend on the answer of a dumb kid. This mage guy seems like a real BDT, if you know what I mean. Roger said, he's not a mage guy. Ezra is the first mage, the father of magic. As in, there was no magic until he taught it to the people of Valencia. Everything we mages can do, we owe it to him. And what the heck does BDT mean? A.C. said, so what? It doesn't make him any less of a BDT. Besides, I'm sure if he
What
didn't
does that
invent magic, some other
mean?
person would have come along and done it. I don't think it's that impressive. Roger said, will you stop saying BDT? I'd speak volume. Speak word rock. Will you stop saying BDT? BD cat B cat D cat T question mark. Words.
What the heck is that supposed to mean?
A.C. said, my point exactly. BDT is useless to me. I think it means big dragon turd, Roger, ellipsis.
That's probably the nice way of saying it.
Roger said, well, the first mage is certainly not a BDT then. I'm asking Elise if she's okay. I'm asking Elise if she's okay. She hasn't said anything. She looked away from me. Elise said, I'm fine. Just shocked. Ellipsis. Roger said, Ash, no wonder you look so, ellipsis, ashen. To have caused the princess death, ellipsis. A.C. said, all Ash did was answer a question. Roger said, clearly Ash should have realized a question coming from the first mage was something important. To think, if Ash just thought a bit more about the answer, Riley could have been alive still. Ellipsis. A.C. said, all I'm saying is this mage guy killed Riley. Ellipsis. I'm telling everyone that I don't want to argue about this. Roger's right. Let's just head back to TimeCrest and see if we can find Guildmaster Fulgur. He might know the imposter's whereabouts. A.C. said, you're in no state to face up to Ignis or whoever right now. I'm telling him that I'll be okay. We should get going. Roger said, it's getting dark. None of us have had much sleep. The sands cool off during the night and, thankfully, there aren't any wild sand creatures wandering near Howling Pass. We should all rest up. A.C. said, I agree with Roger. You're not thinking straight. You look like you're about to drop any minute. I'm not going to carry you everywhere. Fine, ellipsis. We'll set up camp for the night. I guess I should get some sleep. Is there anything you want me to do before I go to sleep? System message. Check in with A.C. 1 of 4 response. Ask Roger what happened in Windsor Howl. 2. Ask Elise what's bothering her. 3 of 4 responses.
I actually want to know what's bothering her.
Responded. She's standing in the distance and staring. What's up now?
Ah.
She's standing in the distance and staring out into the sands. I'm walking over to her. I'm asking her why she was a bit quiet today. When anyone does anything stupid, she's usually the first to call it out. And I did the stupidest thing of all. I got Riley killed. Elise said, get over yourself. It's not always about you, Ash. Don't expect me to punish you for your mistake, just because you feel bad. Ellipsis. I'm asking Elise why she acts weird whenever she sees Riley. I remember when Riley showed up at my room in TimeCrest, Elise hid away from her. Elise said, I hate Valdorians. I guess that hate skewed my opinion of her. I'm telling Elise that Riley isn't like what we know of typical Valdorians. She was kind and good at thinking about others. I'm telling Elise that when Riley died, she looked up at me and wiped away my tears. She told me that she was sorry that she made me cry. Elise said, it doesn't matter now to know that, does it? I'm telling Elise I'll leave her alone. She seems like she wants some time to think. What's up now? Elise sighed. She said, I'm sorry, ellipsis, for what I said earlier. System message, gain 10 relationship with Elise.
There we go.
I'm telling her it's fine in whatever it is she's dealing with. If she ever wants to talk about it, I'm here to listen. She said, you should get some rest. I do feel pretty tired. I guess my friends saw I was at my limit even before me. I'm going to get some sleep. Talk to system message, team, 19 minutes 6 seconds. Use master of time to descriptive hail.
All right.
Button.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna check in something real quick on Twitter. Also talking to the developer of TimeCrest because there might be a little surprise in a future video. I'm not gonna say what it is, but there might be a little surprise later on.
iPhone, Fruit Pot 2, beta.
Open Twitter.
Messages tab. Select. Search direct. TimeCrest. At TimeCrest. Verified. You. Now that I think about TimeCrest. At notifications tab. 1 new item. You. TimeCrest followed you. New tweet notifications for James. Twitter. Active. Close. TimeCrest. Active. Action.
Okay.
TimeCrest. Top.
So we're back.
15
Or
minutes,
I'm back rather.
8. Use master of time to skip.
So we're gonna skip Master of Time.
System message. A.C. said, Ash, what are you doing up already? You look like you need rest the most, out of all of us. I'm telling him that I've been working on a map of Valencia for you since you've never been to these parts. He said, a map isn't going to help us right now. I'm telling A.C. that I want to finish it before we start traveling again. Roger said, what is all the ruckus? I guess Roger is awake now, ellipsis. Elise said, Ash wants to finish drawing a map of Valencia. I guess Elise is too, ellipsis. Elise said, I wasn't sleeping. I was just pretending to sleep.
Are you sure?
Ellipsis. I'm telling all of them to rest. I'll finish the map and then rest. A.C. is grinding his teeth. He sighed and said, why don't you sleep and let us finish that map for you? Roger said, let me take a look at the map. I'm handing it to him. He said, yep, I see what you're doing here. I can finish this up really quick. I'm telling Roger that I can do it. A.C. said, your hands are shaking. Elise said, drawing a map isn't going to bring her back. I know that. I know that drawing this map for my friends won't bring Riley back, but it's something I can do rather than just be a spectator, ellipsis. I don't know, ellipsis. A.C. put a hand on my shoulders. He said, what you can do is sleep. That's the best thing for all of us right now who are alive. To have you clear-headed again.
I feel like AC, like once you get to know him, he does open up. He does open up once he gets to know you, or vice versa.
Ellipsis. With the map, ellipsis. A.C. said, what places do you want to add to the original 3 you have on the map? Well, where I grew up, Old Boulder, Wormhell and Windsor Hall I guess, ellipsis. A.C. said, Roger said he can do it up quick, so don't worry. Roger said, hey, you better help too, A.C., since you're offering. A.C. said, sure, whatever, just leave it to us, Ash. Ellipsis. Okay, ellipsis, I guess I'm going to get some sleep. System message, Ashes, 6 hours, 28 minutes, 35 seconds. A palish blue dust circles the screen, awaiting a message from the other world.
Alright, guys, sorry.
Skip timer for 1 skip crystal. You cannot use Master of Time since the timer is greater than 6. Skip alert. Not enough. Cancel.
Okay.
Buy more. Cancel.
Let's cancel that.
Notice. Shop. Button. Notice. Memory Oracle. A red music player. Pocket watch. A red badge indicates something.
That.
In TimeCrest merchant. Morty. Close. Infinity relationships. Inbox. Button. Infinity pouch.
Infinity pouch.
Time crystal. Consume it. Dragonberry elixir. Key item. Owned 3. Has your current weight.
Click that.
Drink. Button.
Click drink.
Okay. Button.
Click
Okay.
that.
Dragonberry elixir. Maps. Heading.
Go back.
6 hours. Skip timer for 1 skip crystal. You skip time.
Oh, come on!
Buy more. Cancel.
Why?
Skip timer for 1 skip crystal. 6 hours, 26 minutes, 41 seconds. A palish blue dust circles the
I thought I... What?
vertical descriptive pocket music
I
player.
clicked that.
Memory Oracle. WhatsApp. Shop. Notices. Music. Pocket watch.
Hang
A
on.
red badge.
Why did it...
Time. Infinity pouch. Time. Consumable. Dragonberry elixir. Key item. Owned 2. Has your current weight timer. Button.
Okay, then.
Maps. Heading. Dragonberry elixir. Drink. Button.
I'll click that again.
Okay. Consume. Time crystal. Key. 6 hours. 26 minutes. 6 hours. Skip timer for 1 skip crystal. System. Okay. Ellipsis. I guess I'm going to get some sleep.
Okay, something's not right here. What in the world? There we go.
Use Master of Time to skip busy timer for free. Use Master
I don't know
of
why I
Time to
did
skip
that.
busy time.
I was trying to... It gets in...
System message.
Well, wasted that.
Roger is staring at my face. He said, "Rise and shine. You were calling out Riley's name the whole night." Oh, I was. Did I bother anyone? AC said, "Not me. I've learned to zone other people out." Elise said, "You kept talking about a door." What did I say? Roger said, something like, ellipsis, Riley, ellipsis, don't close the door, ellipsis, don't, ellipsis, shut, ellipsis, me out, ellipsis. I don't know why I would say that. Roger is staring at me intently. I'm asking him if I have something on my face. He shook his head. He said, "How did you get so close with the princess? I know she hangs out at the gardens, but I rarely see her entertaining any company there." I'm telling him that I worked up the courage to say hi to her one day, and I guess for some reason we started talking more after that. Roger is still looking at me, but not saying any more. I'm asking everyone if they were able to get some rest. AC said, "Yup, and we finished that map of yours." Really? That's awesome. I'm asking them to show me. Roger said, "Here." I tried, but the other two were no help. I'm looking at the map. Ellipsis. Ellipsis. Yeah, ellipsis. This isn't quite the style of what I was going for. Roger said, "I think this is better. None of that artsy stuff to get in the way. I like to know where I'm going with no frills."
Dude.
Elise said, AC was no help, but I made it better, don't you think?
Toot.
The purple dead bodies, ellipsis. I guess that's Elise's doing.
Surprise, surprise.
She said, "Everything's better with a dead body or two."
It is not.
AC said, "I can't believe you scratched out my hard work, Elise. When did you destroy all of my effort?" She said, "If you can even call what you did effort, I scratched it out when you were asleep."
Well.
Roger shrugged. He said, "I actually agree with Elise. AC, you were the one who offered to help Ash in the first place, and you did the least work." AC said, "You two were hogging the map. I had the least time with it." Roger said, "That's because you fell asleep so quickly." AC crossed his arms. He said, "What do you want me to say? I fall asleep fast." I'm telling everyone that it's fine. The time to allow from TimeCrest via Griffin Transport is 4 hours instead of 5, but I just fixed that. Roger scratched his head. He said, "I guess I remembered that wrong." AC said, "I told you it was 4 hours. It's actually 3 hours and 58 minutes, but the Griffin takes 2 minutes to land." Roger said, "I thought you preferred to run everywhere, and on top of it you were so specific that it was unbelievable."
Okay.
AC said, "I saw the transit map at the Griffin Transport Station once or twice, so obviously I know the exact times it takes to get to places." Wow, ellipsis. I'm impressed that AC remembers the times after looking at the transit map only a couple times.
That's actually pretty good.
Anyways, this map of Valencia everyone helped make will do for now. I'm going to put it in the infinity pouch. What's system? I'm going to Roger is eyeing me again. He said, "What's app now?"
Ah!
Roger is eyeing me again. He said, "Ash, you're not planning to redo it sometime later, are you? Even though Elise, Roger is eyeing
Oops.
me again. He said, "Ash, you're not planning to redo it sometime later, YouTube."
Oh my gosh.
Roger is eyeing me again.
Too many
He said,
notifications.
"Ash, you're not planning to redo it sometime later, are you? Even though Elise and AC were basically no help at all, we all stayed up to try to finish this for you." I'm shaking my head. I don't want to seem ungrateful. I'm really thankful they helped with the map. Anyways, ellipsis. I'm telling everyone we should head back to TimeCrest. It's the most likely place, Roger said. It's the most likely place we'll find Guildmaster Fulgur so we can ask him about the imposter. Roger said, I'd like to find out more about the imposter too. It might give me clues on Alan, but it doesn't hurt to visit a couple other places now that we're out of TimeCrest before we dive back in. He said, even if I did find out the whereabouts of Alan right now, I need time to think over what I'm going to say to him. AC said, I say we just go to TimeCrest. I mean, why waste teleport orbs? Elise said, I do want to see where you grew up here in Alencia, Ash. Well, you said it was. I would like to go back to TimeCrest and search for Guildmaster Fulgur, but it's not often I've gone too far from the guild. If there's any place you want to visit, let's do it now. I'm currently. Where do you want to head now? System map location. Ion. 1 of 7 location. Use map location. Ormhella. Use map location. Mount Ashra. 3. Map location. TimeCrest Guild. 4 of 7 location. Use map location. Ormhella. 2 of 7 locations. The merchant city of Ormhella is headquarters to the Alencian merchancy. Use teleport orb to teleport to Ormhella. Button. Map location. Map location. Use map location. Mount Ashra. Use teleport.
How?
Use alert. No teleport orb. Ash has okay. Button.
I have no way of getting.
What's app notices? Button. Shop. Button.
All right,
Shop.
fine.
Memory Oracle. Special Memory Oracle shop. Special skip time crystal shop. Close. Button. Shop.
How many gold thingies do I have?
Top checked. The current year is 1. Top menu back. Checked. The current year 66 out of 100 maximum aura. 2,212 times 100 gold. 2,000.
All right, let me
2,000.
go here.
A card read. You have 2,212 $9 price. Quantity. Quantity. Purchase 1,002. Price. 8. Vend for free. Time crystal. Close. Quantity. Price. Free. Vend for free. Vend for
go.
alert. Vend. The Alra machine has dispensed 15 time crystals.
Oh, yay.
Collect. Button. Quantity. Time crystals. Heading. Price.
Can't get out of that.
Free. Time crystal. Close. Button. System. Pocket watch. Top.
And
check.
then-
The current 62,100 gold. Exchange.
Exchange.
Confirm. Cancel. Redeem 50 time crystals to gain 150 gold. Confirm. Exchange. Confirm.
Oh, whoops.
Cancel. Exchange. Close. You have 2,000 held. 50 select required. 50 selected time crystals to spend. Held.
How do I?
You have 2 close. Exchange.
How do I get up there?
Require time crystal increase by 100.
There we go.
Increase by 1. What's app now? Apple increase by 150 gold. Increase by 150. Increase by time crystal required. 300 selected time crystals to spend. Time increase by 150. Increase in time crystal required. 400 selected time increase by 150 gold. Button increase by 1 time required. 450 selected time 400 gold to increase by time required. 500 selected time held. You have 2,002 close. But exchange. Redeem 500 time crystals to gain 1,500 gold. Exchange. Redeem 500 time crystals.
All right, let's do that.
Exchange. Alert. Cancel. Confirm.
Confirm.
Alert. Okay.
There we go.
Use teleport orb to teleport to top menu back. Check the current year. 1,600 gold. Notices. Shop. Music. Pocket watch. Descriptive hail. Pocket watch.
Okay, we'll go to here.
Time. Infinity. Relationship. Inbox. History. History. Relation. Infinity pouch. TimeCrest merchant. Button.
Like that.
Buy teleport orb for 100. Buy 5. Sold. There is buy 5 teleport orbs for 750 gold. Ash owns 0.
That's
Instant
crazy,
transportation.
but I'll do it.
Buy 5. Alert. Buy 5. Cancel. Buy.
Okay.
Alert. Success. Okay.
There we go.
Buy 5 aura potions. Map location. Use teleport. Use teleport. Use teleport. Map location.
Where is it?
Mount Ashra. 3. Map location. Ormhella. Use teleport orb to teleport to Orm. Use teleport. Alert. You can't use. Button.
Use.
Void
There we go.
crystal. Void as a okay. Button. Memory oracle. A red
Okay.
dot indicates something action.
There we
will
go.
begin.
Got
Button.
enough time crystals. Or
3 seconds. A palish
Whatever
blue
you call
dust
it.
circles the screen, awaiting a message from the other world. 66 out of the chapter 9.
okay. Good.
I'm looking down the long and wide. We're here. System message. Arrived at. We're here in Ormhella, the merchant capital.
Ooh, interesting music.
I'm looking down the long and wide straight line with stands selling all types of goods as far as my eyes can see. AC said, why are there so many people out today? I hate it already. Elise said, Ormhella is always this busy and noisy. Let's not stay here long. Roger said, I love it. I wish growing up in Windsor Howell felt this lively. I want to see every stand. He paused and sighed. Roger said, although, shopping would be far easier if I hadn't been disowned. I'm asking everyone if they know any good shops to visit. A.C. said, do I look like I do a lot of shopping around here? I'm telling him there's probably good places to eat in Ormhala. A.C. said, now you're talking. This place might not be bad if they have a Griffin's Delight diner around.
Okay.
Oh, that reminds me. Ellipsis. I'm asking A.C. if he knows when the Griffin's Delight diner is scheduled to open in TimeCrest. I've been wanting to eat there ever since I found out their specialty is using Griffin eggs in all their dishes. Maybe YouTube. Now. I've been wanting to eat there ever since I found out their specialty is using Griffin eggs in all their dishes. Maybe I can learn a thing or two from them on how to cook Griffin eggs. Ellipsis. A.C. looks downtrodden. He said, as soon as I heard the news 83 days ago, I went to speak with the administrators and they confirmed that it was scheduled to open in 30 days. When I went to check with them exactly 30 days later on why it wasn't open yet, they told me that the diner's opening has been put indefinitely on hold.
Well.
He sighed and said, they didn't give me any good reason either for this atrocity. Maybe I should speak with him about it. Now, Ellipsis, I'm asking A.C. if by him he means he wants to speak with Head Guildmaster Crane. A.C. said, that's not what I meant. He crossed his arms and seems deep in thought. Ellipsis. Roger said, I heard Ormhala sells a host of exotic fruits from all over Elysia. We should stop by some of the stands and see what they have. A nearby merchant with a display of tomes beckoned to us. He said, you kids look like you could use a good story in your lives. The merchant said, how about a riveting tale of love, betrayal, and deceit in the beloved tale, Elysian days? He said, or entrench yourself in the rich history of Walderan Empire, rise of civilization. The merchant picked up a tome and said, this is one of our most popular tomes, Chronos, the hero of time. It's a biography about Master Chronos after he saved our world from meteors. A.C. is scratching his face and looking at the merchant. He said, is there a Griffin's Delight diner in the city? The merchant nodded. He said, of course, Ormhala has everything one desires. There is a Griffin's Delight diner on one of the side streets near the entrance. The merchant is eyeing A.C.'s time. Top menu back button. A.C. +1 80 cap P +1 800 275 8777.
Hello? All right, guys. Sorry about that. I got a call.
Check top menu back.
Ah,
Hook
why is that
extras
so loud?
TimeCrest. The merchant is eyeing A.C.'s sword.
There we go.
The merchant is eyeing A.C.'s sword hilt. The merchant nodded. He said,
Where was it?
of course, Ormhala has everything one desires. There is a Griffin's Delight diner on one of the side streets near the entrance. The merchant is eyeing A.C.'s sword hilt. The merchant said, but before you go, young man, you look like you would like the story of the Master of Sword and Lightning. It's about Master Crane. A.C. said, I'm done here. He cut the merchant off and distanced himself from the stand. The merchant turned his attention to the rest of us. He said, why don't you let me know what tales interest you all? I have all types of tomes to sell. I'm telling the merchant that we are not interested in buying any tomes today. The merchant's body immediately stiffened. He said, well, thank you. Come again when you're ready to be entranced by a story. He turned his attention quickly away from us and to other people walking by the stand.
Well, he wasn't very friendly after that.
Roger said, I guess merchants here have no time for small talk. Elise said, each moment spent talking with someone who isn't going to buy anything could mean less sales at the end of the day. She's looking at me. Elise said, if you don't have any real business in Ormhala, we should leave. System message. Ashes. Not everything we do has to be business. One of two. I agree. Is there anything specific you want to do here? Two of. Not everything we do has to be business. One of two responses. Button.
Wait, didn't... I thought Ash wanted to visit the, what do you call it?
I agree. Is there anything specific you want to do here? Two of two responses. Button.
What is it?
What's up now?
Ah.
Responded. Right, ellipsis. With everything that's happened, I need to keep my focus. One thing I did want to do here though is speak with the merchant union leader. Elise said, oh, about what? I want to ask the union's leader why there is such a strict naming rule in place. All merchants who join the union must forego their previous identity.
There we go. Heavens, we're not...
I think it's unfair to take that away from people. Elise looked deep in thought. I'm asking her if something is wrong. She said, it's nothing. A.C. said, do whatever it is you all want to do here. I'll be at the Griffin's Delight, gorging on the best breakfast food in Valencia. Find me when you're... A.C. said, do whatever it is you all want to do here. I'll be at the Griffin's Delight, gorging on the best breakfast food in Valencia. Find me when you're done in... Ellipsis. Don't be afraid to take your time.
Okay.
He's walking off with a spring in his step. Ellipsis. The first time I've seen A.C. have a spring in his step. Elise said, if you're going to look around, I'm going to go park myself at a tea shop. Roger said, I'm going to go look at the stands. See you all later. I'm telling him that I'm going to come along. The merchants working the stands are bound to know where their leader is. I'm asking Elise if she'll be okay alone. Elise said, I prefer it that way.
Well.
She's walking off. I felt like there was something off about her just now. Is she mad at me about something? Roger said, you're just imagining things now. There's never a time when Elise isn't mad at us about something, if you know what I mean. I'm following Roger into a nearby canopy. Roger said, I wonder what this merchant has to offer. The merchant said, welcome, we have the finest selection of the finest fish you'll ever eat right here. Today's special is the Amethyst Empress. He held up a large fish with glittering purple scales. The merchant said, the Amethyst Empress is, ellipsis. The merchant stumbled and scratched his head. He said, oh, the Amethyst Empress is a true gemstone amongst fish because it, it tastes really sweet and pairs good with a variety of sauces. Roger said, I ate Amethyst Empresses before in Windsor Hall and it's true they do taste good, but you actually don't need a lot of sauces to go with them. Roger said, the fish is actually known for its Roger said, the fish is actually known for its abundance of natural flavors so it tastes best if you just simply steam or broil it. He grinned and said, it's one of my favorites. The merchant blinked a few times and said, right. You have very good taste, young man, and you said you were from Windsor Hall? What brings you all the way to Ormhala? Roger said, we are just traveling around right now. I'm asking the merchant if he knows where the union leader is. He said, you mean Master Portia? Now's about the time she usually makes her daily rounds. She makes it a point to personally check in on several stands at random each day. Portia, ellipsis. Roger said, something the matter, Ash? What's up now? Name just sounds very familiar, ellipsis. The merchant said, what are you looking to speak to our boss about? I'm asking the merchant what his name is. The merchant said, I'm Ormhala Fish Merchant 5. Since there are a lot of merchants here, I guess they get relegated to just numbers. Fish Merchant 5, is something troubling you? I'd be happy to listen if you want to talk. System message, Ash is waiting. Ask the merchant how the naming rule makes him feel. One of two don't overstay your welcome. Two of two responses. Button.
Okay.
5 top menu back. Button. Top.
I'm gonna
load,
trust me
load
here.
Setting.
I'm gonna say this again.
Game set. Save slash trans. The tech load. Save game.
Save game.
Alert. Save.
Save.
6 alerts. Okay. But okay. New. Continue. Button.
Continue.
Ask them. Don't overstay your welcome. Don't overstay your welcome. Respond. I'm telling the merchant it's nice of him, but I don't want to waste his time. I'm not going to buy any fish today. He chuckled. Fish Merchant 5 said, don't worry. I don't mind. It's no waste of my time if someone is in need. Roger said, that's awfully nice of you. We spoke with a tow merchant earlier that couldn't wait to get rid of us after we told him we didn't want to buy anything. Fish Merchant 5 said, it's not his fault. We all have sales quotas we need to meet here, so please don't blame him for being terse with you both. Though you are welcome to chat with me for as long as you like. I'm turning down his offer. He already helped me enough by telling me Portia is somewhere in Ormhala right now. I'm going to go look for her. Fish Merchant 5 bowed and said, may Ormhala be good to both of you and show you our hospitality. We're outside the canopy now and standing to the side so we can avoid the crowd. I wonder where we should head next. Roger said, at least the fish merchant was nice. He snickered. Roger said, although he didn't seem to know what he was talking about. I could sell that Amethyst Empress way better than he could.
Oof.
A woman with fiery, wavy red hair just walked inside Fish Merchant Five's WhatsApp.
Ah!
A woman with fiery, wavy
Too many
red hair just
notifications.
walked inside Fish Merchant Five's canopy. I remember her. I saw her at the funeral. She's Elise's mother, and her name is Ellipsis. Portia. Roger said, huh? What are you talking about, Ash? I'm telling him I just saw Elise's mom and her name is Portia, Ellipsis. I met her at the funeral for the TimeCrest mages who died in the copper trials. Roger said, so she shares the same name as the union leader? Or she could be, Ellipsis. Roger said, no way. Wouldn't Elise have mentioned something? He's looking at me and I'm looking at him. Roger said, snap, Ellipsis. Elise didn't mention anything to us, did she? He said, I don't get her at all. Why would she feel? WhatsApp?
Oh my
Roger
gosh,
said,
too many
snap,
notifications.
Ellipsis. Elise didn't mention anything to us, did she? He said, I don't get her at all. Why would she feel the need to keep this from us? She's been acting kind of weird every time I mentioned the merchant union leader. Roger inched closer to the canopy Fish Merchant 5 works in. He said, Ash, I can hear voices from the inside. He's motioning for me to come nearer. From the inside we could hear Fish Merchant 5's voice and the voice of a woman. Fish Merchant 5 said, but I don't understand. Ellipsis, you're letting me go? This is unexpected, Ellipsis. Portia said, you have not met your sales quota for the past few months. The union has given you several warnings. Fish Merchant 5 said, but I've served you for so many years, Ellipsis, and I have children I need to feed. Portia said, we can make exceptions for underperformers. Fish Merchant 5 said, but Master Portia, Ellipsis, I feel you never gave me a chance to prove myself. I beg you, just be fair. What should I do? Confront. System message. Confront her now. 1 of 2. Now's not a good time. Wait outside for her to finish. 2 of 2 responses. Button.
I don't think it's good to interfere right now.
Now's not a good time. Wait outside for her to finish. Now's not a good time. Now's not
Yeah,
a good
let's say
time.
now's a good time.
Right, Ellipsis. It's not polite to just rush in. Roger said, I hear a lot of protesting from Fish Merchant 5. Yeah, Ellipsis. If I had charged in, I bet it would have been real awkward for us. Roger said, I think Portia is saying that she's done. He said, I hear crying. Portia has come out of the canopy. I'm stepping in front of her. She said, Ash, I thought it was you when I entered the canopy. I'm telling her that I didn't want to interrupt her conversation with Fish Merchant 5. Portia arched her brow. She said, how is Elise? I'm telling her that Elise is nearby, looking for a tea shop. I'm asking Portia if she's the merchant union's leader. Portia nodded. She said, what business do you have with me, Ash? I told her my thoughts on the union name rule. I told her that it could be affecting the confidence of her merchants. I've seen it firsthand with the TimeCrest merchant. She's looking at me, her eyes a cold, piercing silver. She touched the earring dangling from her left earlobe. I noticed that she's wearing 3 earrings on her left ear, but none on her right.
Okay.
She seems different from the woman I met at the funeral. That woman was nice and warmer. Now, Ellipsis. Portia said, I appreciate your honesty, but my advice for you is this. You'll certainly fail in business if you continue to draw conclusions about things you don't understand. What's at Ellipsis? I'm telling her that I want to understand, if she'll just give me a chance. What was her reason for requiring all merchants to forego their own identity after joining the union? She said, I know Elise thinks you're a good friend. Come visit Blood Moon Haven when you have a chance. What's up?
Ah!
She said, I know Elise thinks you're a good friend. Come visit Blood Moon Haven when you have a chance. It's our home. We can continue this conversation there. Portia said, I have to finish making my rounds. If you'll excuse me. With that she left abruptly. As she walked down the street, the throngs of people that filled the street parted ways for her and I noticed all the merchants of the stands she walked by also bowed in deference. Roger said, wow, Ellipsis, the union leader is even more intense in person than in the stories I hear about her. Ash, you okay? I'm telling him that when I met her at the funeral she seemed, Ellipsis, less intense. Roger said, well, do you want to check what fruits they have available here? I think I need a break after all that intensity. System message, browse around the shops. 1 of check on A, C, 2 of 3 find Elise. 3, browse around the shops. 1 of 3 responses. Button. Browse
Yeah.
around the shops.
Browse
1 of 3
around,
responses. Messages.
browse
Among
browse
contact.
around the shops. I cannot talk.
Responded, I'm telling Roger that I'm interested in what the shops have to offer. He said, I think I see a fruit shop there. Roger said, let's check it out. We're in front of the fruit stand. The fruit merchant said, welcome, it's your lucky day. We just got our new shipments of fruit. The finest, most delectable fruits from all over Valencia is fresh right before your eyes. Roger is looking over the fruit. He said, what would you recommend if I have a sweet tooth? The fruit merchant said, you can find none sweeter than this candy berry. She's holding up a plump, pink fruit. She said, once you peel off, what's up now? She's
my gosh.
holding up a plump, pink fruit. She said, once you peel, what's up?
Ah!
She's holding up a plump, pink fruit. She said, once you peel off the skin, the fruit inside is bursting with juicy sweetness. What do you say, young man? You can treat yourself now for 20 gold. He said, do you have a sample of the fruit I can taste? The fruit merchant's smile faded. She said, we don't offer samples here. Roger is peering into his pouch. I don't think you can afford it. System message, Ash is waiting. Offer to pay for Roger. Has requirement. One of 2 responses. Button, required. Tell them it's too expensive. Offer to pay for Roger. Offer to pay for Roger. Has required. What's up?
Okay.
Respond, I'm telling Roger that I can buy the fruit for him. Roger is narrowing his eyes at me. He said, you don't have to. I'm telling him it's no problem. System message, spent 20 gold. The fruit merchant is smiling as she takes the gold I handed her. She handed me the fruit. She said, pleasure doing business with you. Enjoy. I'm handing Roger the candy berry. Roger said, thanks. System message, gained 15 relationship with. He took the candy berry and peeled the skin off. Roger is taking a bit of the orange fruit inside. He said, wow, this is sweet enough to be a dessert. I love it. I'm telling him that I'm glad. I'm asking Roger if he wants to browse around anymore. He said, no, I think I'll stay away from shops for now until gold is easier to come by. Roger said, thanks again for buying me the candy berry though. Okay, we're going to regroup with the others. Talk to you soon.
Well,
System message, Ash and Roger are busy.
he didn't even share?
29 minutes. Use master of time to skip.
Dude,
Use master of
okay.
time to skip. We write the script pocket watch.
Ah!
I have everyone with me. We write the entrance of Orumhala again. I have every A.C. What's up now? A.C. said, finally. It feels like we've been here forever. I'm asking A.C. how his day was. He shrugged. He isn't saying anything. I'm asking Elise if she had any good tea. She said, I've had worse. She's asking me if I found the union leader. I'm telling her that I didn't. That the union's leader is also her mother, Portia. Roger said, what's the deal with not telling us about this, Elise? Elise said, what's your deal with wanting to know about my life? Roger said, you know what? You do have a point there. I'm telling Elise we care about her life because she's her friend. Elise said, well, maybe if you actually spend a little time with me, you'll find out the answers you're looking for. Roger said, looks like someone is angry they had to drink tea alone. I'm telling Elise that Portia told me to ask her for directions to Blood Moon Haven. Elise said, fine. If you really want to visit, just let me know and I'll lead you. Okay, well I guess we need to figure out where we want to go next. Where do you want to? System, map location, use teleport orb to teleport to Ion, button. Map location, take Riven map location, take Riven transport to TimeCrest Guild, fort, use map location, take Riven transport to Old Boulder, 2 hours. Map location, take Riven transport to Lyle, 10 hours. Take Riven transport to Blood Moon Haven, 10 minutes, button.
10 minutes?
Take Riven transport to Blood Moon Haven.
Wow.
Take Riven alert, grip, cancel, fly, button. Top menu back, 9 minutes 59 seconds. Use master of time to skip busy timer.
I did not think you could do
Use
that.
master of
Okay.
time to skip busy timer. System message, arrived at Blood Moon Haven. System message, Ash, we just passed by a no trespassing allowed sign written in red. Roger said, are you sure we can get in here? Elise said, you'll be waiting outside. The invitation is only for Ash. We are coming into sight of a 12 wall with a gate. Roger said, what are A.C. and I supposed to do outside? A.C. said, don't drag me into this argument, Roger. I prefer being outside.
Bruh.
Elise looked at Roger and shrugged. She said, don't care what you do outside, but if you come inside, I will have to hurt you. A young man is standing outside of the gate. He's wearing 3 earrings in one ear. Elise said, that's Edgar, the useless puppy dog of this place.
Why? Okay.
Edgar smiled. He said, nice to see that joining a guild hasn't changed you, Elise. Although, ellipsis. Edgar said, you're the last one I'd imagine who would have friends to bring home, Elise. Elise said, it's because you always had the smallest imagination, Edgar. Now stop. Edgar opened. Elise said, it's because you always had the smallest imagination, Edgar. Now stop wasting my time and let this one and me in. Edgar opened the gate and motioned for Elise and me to enter. Roger said, you're really going to leave us out here? The gate is closing behind us. I'm asking Elise if there is something that happened with her and Edgar. It seemed like there was tension between them. Elise said, Edgar is very loyal to Portia. I have no problem with him.
Okay, that makes sense.
She's leading me down a dirt path through scattered trees. MHMMM, ellipsis. Something smells good and fresh, ellipsis. My stomach is grumbling as we reach the clearing. Something just ran into my leg, ellipsis. Oh, it's a young boy, no more than a few years old. He's laughing and holding onto a large piece of delicious-looking bread. I can feel my mouth start to water. System, ask a boy his name. 1 of 2 response. See if the boy will share some bread. 2 of 2 responses. Button. See if the boy will share some bread. Responded, see if the... I'm asking the boy if he will give me some of his bread. The boy nodded and broke off a piece of bread for me. Elise said, Portia teaches everyone who live in this haven to share with each other. The boy turned around and started running in one direction.
Cool.
He ran back to a long table surrounded by young children and teenagers. Some teenagers were bringing more food out onto the table and helping the younger kids grab what they need.
Oh, now I'm hungry.
I'm beginning to get a sense of what Blood Moon Haven is. I'm asking Elise if this was the orphanage she grew up in. She said, yes. I'm hearing bold laughter. It's coming from behind me. A female voice soon followed. She said, I'm glad to see you both here. The voice belonged to Portia. She said, Ash, welcome to Blood Moon Haven. Let's have a quick chat in my study. Huh? Just me? Elise said, don't try to fight Portia. When she wants to talk business, Portia will cut right to the chase and she won't give up. Okay, ellipsis. I'm following Portia. Talk to you soon. System 1 minute 20. Use Master of Time to skip.
Okay.
Use Master of Time to script pocket watch. Elise said, don't. Oh, Portia's study is lined with cases of tomes. In front of a large window, there's a comfy looking leather chair behind a wooden desk with several piles of paper neatly stacked on it. What's up? Now, I'm thanking her for inviting me to Blood Moon Haven. Portia opened up the window and leaned against the sill. She said, don't thank me. If Elise showed you here, then you've earned the right to be here because you earned her trust.
Oh.
Hearing that makes me happy. I'm telling Portia that Elise is a good friend and I'll do whatever I can to protect her, although she's been protecting me more than the other way around. Portia laughed. She said, humble, I see. Not always, ellipsis. I'm telling her it's just I don't have much to brag about right now. I'm nowhere near Elise's level of magical capabilities yet. Portia smiled at me. She said, nothing beats the right attitude when you want to grow stronger, Ash, and you got plenty of that. I can tell. Just got to find... Answer
Sorry,
call.
guys.
Not always, ellipsis. Portia smiled at me. She said, nothing beats the right attitude when you want to grow stronger, Ash, and you got plenty of that. I can... She's eyeing my pocket watch. Portia said, though it's a good start to have someone who you can trust. I'm telling her I'm sorry, ellipsis. You're just my, ellipsis. Portia waved her hand. She said, don't worry. You don't have to lie. I'm never one to care much for laws that came to be through hate and misunderstandings. I'm asking Portia how she knows. Portia said, long story short, I'm curious about the human world. Another world filled with potential customers? As a merchant union leader, I felt it was my duty to investigate any potentials there.
Ew.
Portia said, though I'd be careful, Ash, who is around when you choose to communicate to the human. She said, even if you have a cover story for who is on the other end, those savvy enough will be able to tell that no magic signal is coming from that watch. That means the magic is leaving Alincia. Oh, ellipsis, I didn't know about that. I'm telling Portia that I have been more careless lately because I'm so comfortable talking to you. And I think someone from my guild is actually suspicious of my pocket watch already, ellipsis, though I'm not certain what he suspects of me or what he's figured out already. Portia said, when we slip into our comfort zone is when we need to be the most cautious. I'm telling her she's different than what her reputation leads me to think. The woman in Ormhella who was unaffected by Fish Merchant 5's begging and tears is more of who I imagine the merchant union's leader to be. I've always thought the merchant's union leader was a very cruel person for requesting all merchants to forego their own identity when joining the union. But that's clearly different from who I think she is now. I'm not quite sure what to think of her. Portia said, no need to feel confused. The versions you have seen are all me, so think what you like of me. She said, and regarding the naming rule, I didn't think it was fair to all the merchants when I instated that rule. But I had my reasons and it is what it is.
Oh.
I'm asking Portia why she doesn't relax the rule then, or at least give her reasoning behind it. She said, because all leaders have to make hard choices. And the hardest choices aren't the ones that are clearly good or bad. They're the ones that are down the middle with winners and losers on either side of the decision.
Oof.
Ellipsis. Portia said, Ash, thank you for the talk. I can see now why you make Elise smile. Ellipsis. I'm telling her that I think she cares. After seeing the different versions of her and speaking to her, I think that Portia is someone who cares deeply about the people in her life. Portia is shrugging and smiling at me, but not saying anything more. I've exited her study. Oh, Edgar is standing outside. System message, Ash is waiting. Walk past him. Ask him about Elise. 2 of 2 responses. Button. Ask him about Elise. 2. Respond. I'm asking him about Elise. He said, I know you disagree with Portia's naming rule and my advice is for you to stay out of our business. I'm telling him that I didn't think that rule was fair, but I think Portia had her reasons. Edgar said, I can stand all the merchants talking badly about Portia when they don't understand her at all.
Okay.
I'm telling Edgar that I can see he cares a lot for Portia, but the merchants have a right to be upset too if Portia never revealed the reasoning behind that rule. Edgar sighed. He said, I knew Portia would never tell anyone the real reason, but it's all Elise's fault. I'm asking him what he means. He said, well, the policy got instated the same day Elise joined the orphanage. I know there's a connection and that stupid rule caused so much outrage from the merchants against Reddit. He said, well, the policy got instated the same day Elise joined the orphanage. I know there's a connection and that stupid rule caused so much outrage from the merchants against Portia that she doesn't deserve.
Oh.
Edgar lowered his gaze. he said, but no matter how many complaints she got, Portia never budged and never revealed Elise as the reason behind the rule.
What?
I'm telling him maybe it's because Elise isn't the reason behind the rule, ellipsis. Edgar threw his hands up in the air. He said, I guess we will never know. Portia is the type to take any secret that is important to her to the grave, and Elise is a coward for not coming forward and explaining herself after causing so much trouble for Portia. I'm telling Edgar that's enough. Just like he thinks I don't know Portia, he definitely doesn't know Elise because she's not a coward. Edgar grabbed my collar, but suddenly dark chains grabbed onto his wrists and pulled his hands away from me. Elise came up the stairs. She said, keep your hands off my friend, dog.
Did I just hear Elise say those words, even though I don't picture her saying that?
Elise came up the stairs. She said, keep your hands off my friend, dog.
Okay.
Edgar said, I'm not a kid anymore. You don't scare me, Elise. Elise said, am I to take your trembling as a sign of courage then, Edgar? The dark chains around Edgar's wrists faded. He said, those powers that you have, ellipsis, aren't from this world. If anyone should be scared by them, it should be you. Edgar gave Elise another cold stare before walking off.
Is Elise someone that we don't... I don't know. Is Elise someone like... I don't know.
I'm asking Elise how much she heard. She said, Edgar's opinion of me is nothing new. Let's go find the others. Elise is leading me back to the entrance of Blood Moon Haven. She said, aren't you going to ask me what Edgar was talking about? No, I want it to be her choice to tell me. Elise said, how's happy, ellipsis. We were at the entrance. She turned back to me and smiled. Elise said, I'm surprised. I guess I can enjoy sappiness too. I'm smiling back at her. I'm currently at Blood Moon Haven. Where do you... System message. Map location. Ion. 1 of 5 locations. Use teleport. Map location. Mount Ashra. Take Riven transport to Mount Ashra. 8 hours. Use map location. TimeCrest Guild. 3. Take Riven transport to TimeCrest Guild. 14 hours. Use
Whoa!
map location. Old Boulder. 4. Use teleport orb to teleport to TimeCrest Guild. Button. Use teleport orb to teleport to TimeCrest Guild. Use teleport alert. Use button.
All right.
Void crystal. Image.
I think this is where TimeCrest gets...
Void as Ash. Okay. Button. Top 5 AT&T Wi-Fi 61,008. The current year. Chapter 9. Something is wrong. Ellipsis. We're just outside of the system message. Something is wrong. There's smoke rising from the inside and a burning stench that fills my nostrils. TimeCrest is on fire.
No.
Mages are rushing past us, a look of sheer panic on their faces. Some are grabbed the sleeve of a mage that came scurrying past us. He said, what's going on here? The mage's face was pale and he seemed out of breath. He said, you don't know? The guild was attacked. Sections of TimeCrest have been burnt down and some are what's up? I'm asking why the mage didn't stop to help if he saw others in trouble. He said, you kidding me? I'm only a copper. What can I do? Leave it to the guild masters and the golds. With that the mage tried to pull his sleeve away from AC's grasp, but he couldn't manage to. AC said, what's up?
People stop messaging.
Said, who's behind all of this? The mage shook his head. He said, I think, ellipsis, I saw someone who looked like Master Soul Ignis, ellipsis. AC let go of the mage's sleeve, allowing him to scamper away. Elise said, we're going to try to be heroes and save people now, aren't we? I'm telling Elise she doesn't have to help me if she doesn't want to. But I have to go inside, ellipsis, the imposter is behind this, I'm sure of it. Elise glared at me. She said, that imposter is Soul Ignis. I would avoid encountering him if I were you. AC said, crap, ellipsis, now I can't just let you go in alone, Ash. Your blood would pretty much be on my hands at that point. Elise said, I'm no hero. I think I'll stay outside. I'm telling her I respect her decision. I need to head inside because there's a lot of things I want to protect.
Well.
The other mages like me who left their homes to pursue their dreams, ellipsis. My childhood hero whose memory is being tarnished by a fake, ellipsis. The gardens, ellipsis, where Princess Riley and I became friends, ellipsis. Elise inhaled deeply. She said, wait, ellipsis, I'll come. But on one condition. We go to the gardens first. Wait, ellipsis, the gardens first? But why? Elise said, you really want to waste time asking something you know I'm not going to answer right now? Okay, ellipsis, she raised her hand. Elise said, please don't start. Let's just get going. Roger said, I didn't know someone as dark as you cared about flowers, Elise. Or are you there for the dead flowers? Elise turned to Roger. She said, you want to die?
Ew.
I'm asking Roger if he's coming along. Roger said, I'm going in too. Alan might... What's up? Roger said, I'm going in too. Alan might be here, ellipsis.
Maybe.
AC, what's up?
People stop messaging.
Said, where is that brother of mine? Why didn't he stop us? Elise said, the guildmasters actually seem more interested in hanging out on Ion with Chronos lately rather than TimeCrest. We're inside guild grounds. Act 3 exclamation mark. We're inside
What in the
guild
world?
grounds. Act 3
Oh, okay. I was like,
exclamation
what in the
marks.
world?
System message. Ash lost 41 aura. An explosion of fire from a nearby building blew me back. Ellipsis. AC said, be more careful where you're running to. You hear me, Ash? What? I'm nodding my head. Yeah, ellipsis. I shouldn't have rushed in. What's up? The corridor. I'm nodding my head. Yeah, ellipsis. I shouldn't have rushed in without looking. The corridor next to us is completely engulfed in flames too. We need to figure out how we are going to navigate the grounds if everything is on fire. Roger said, this is where I step in. We're not in winds or howl anymore, so my water magic should be stronger now. Stand back and let me handle this. System message. Roger is casting Aquatus. A stream of water shot out of Roger's hand and hit the fire, but didn't put any damper on the raging flames. Roger said, darn, why won't my magic put out the fire? Water. Elise. Roger
Whoops.
said, darn, why won't my magic put out the fire? Water puts out fire, doesn't it?
Yes.
Elise said, weak water can't put out a strong fire. Oh no, some of the roof of the corridor is falling. We're going to get hit. System message. Ash is waiting. Use Levidos Magnus. 1 of 2 responses. Button. Use Levidos Magnus. 1 of 2 responses.
Yes!
Respond. I pushed a piece of falling roof away from us. Elise said, not bad. AC said, yeah, pretty fast reflexes. Roger is looking at the ground. Ellipsis. What's wrong with him lately? What are we going to do about the flames though?
I don't know.
Elise pulled out a vial. What's up?
Ah.
Elise pulled out a vial of blood. I'm asking her what she's going to do. She said, you'll see. Elise said, Umbratus Melior Magnus, Shadow Puppet. The vial of blood shattered and little dusts of red filled the air. Suddenly the shape of a person appeared, blood red in color, just like the dead basilisk Elise summoned after collecting its blood. So Elise was chanting this spell back in the Tremble Caves, ellipsis.
Who?
Something in the shape of a person was forming before us, but it was completely red, gelatin-like and featureless. Elise touched the puppet's back and water rose from the ground where they were both standing and swirled about them. The puppet raised its hand at the fire engulfing the corridor and sent a powerful flood that doused the flames instantly.
Whoa.
I'm asking Elise, ellipsis, who is that? Is the puppet, ellipsis, he, ellipsis, or she, ellipsis, dead? Elise said, died a long time ago to the Voldorian disease. Good for us, this one was a water prodigy. AC said, not bad. I'll give compliments where compliments are due. Roger said, a Melior Magnus spell, ellipsis. His shoulders slumped noticeably. He said, even Ash has a Magnus level spell. AC slapped Roger on the head. He said, you idiot. This is no time to pity your lack of skills.
Dude.
Roger said, now, way to kick someone when they are down. AC crossed his arms. He said, I didn't kick you. I hit you. As we promised Elise, we are heading to the gardens first. It will take 40 minutes to walk there, ellipsis. But this is an emergency. Should I use it? System teleport now. Has requirement.
Yes. Let's teleport.
Time. Void. As a. Okay. Button. 7 seconds. A palish blue dust circles the screen. Awaiting. Force. Use Master of Time to skip busy. 2 seconds. A palish blue dust circles the screen. 800 messages. Response. System. We are here at the gardens. I can't let this place. What's up?
Ah.
I can't let this place, of all places, burn down. AC is grabbing my collar. A tree near me is splintering and falling. I'm thanking him. A tree near me is splintering and falling. AC said, stop rushing in. What's up? Now, I'm thanking him. If he weren't here, I would have gotten hit for sure. AC said, don't thank me. Just watch where you're going. Roger is calling out to Alan, but he doesn't seem to be here. Elise is quietly surveying the gardens. There are some mages surrounded by flames. They are waving at us and calling for help. I'm looking at Elise and she seems deep in thought. I'm touching her shoulders and calling out her name. There are I'm touching her shoulders
Whoa.
and calling out her
There
name.
you go.
There are mages here who are in trouble. Elise touched her puppet. The doppelganger raised its hand and a water torrent formed underneath all of the raging flames in sight. The torrent began to grow taller until it fully enveloped the flames, trapping them in clear liquid. The flames continued to burn for a while within the wall of liquid, but they no longer can spread and soon got smothered and extinguished. The mages who were trapped all showed signs of relief on their faces. A young female mage ran over to us and bowed. She said, thank you so much for saving us. She glanced at A.C. The mage said, are you related to Head Guildmaster Crane? His brother A.C. said, this is not a time for you to hang out and chit-chat with me. She glanced at
Wait,
A.C.
I missed it.
The mage said, are you related to Head Guildmaster Crane? His brother perhaps. A.C. said, this is not a time for you to hang out and chit-chat with me. The girl seemed taken aback by A.C.'s words. She muttered a quick thanks to us before scurrying away.
Okay.
Roger said, you really know how to scare them away, A.C. A.C. smiled proudly. He said, pretty good talent, huh? Want to learn? Roger slapped his forehead. He said, no thanks. I want the opposite of your so-called talent. What you have now is more like a curse if you ask me.
Oof.
A.C. shrugged. He said, your loss. Elise is walking into the gardens and directly to the bench that Riley used to sit at. The bench is covered in soot, but otherwise undamaged. Elise is wiping her hand over the soot. The way that she reacted after hearing Riley's death, her request for saving the gardens first, makes me think Riley means something to Elise. I'm asking her what Riley means to her. Elise said, did you know that people thought the princess was cursed? That Riley was the one who brought on the destruction of Boulder and the disease that plagued the Empire beforehand?
Why?
I'm telling Elise I heard such rumors, and even if there was an ounce of truth to it, I don't care. Riley is one of the people I respect the most. She always thought of others first and always smiled even when it must have been so painful for her to do so. System message, gain 20 relationship with Elise. Elise is looking at the suit on her hands. She said, perhaps I should have wiped the slate clean a long time ago, ellipsis. She's turning around and walking past me. Elise is stopping. She said, Riley means regret to me, I suppose. Ellipsis. We've rejoined the others. Roger said, I'm not even going to ask why you two were examining the bench. A.C. said, you kept speculating on what Ash and Elise were discussing when they were over by the bench. You're just not asking because you're afraid of Elise, aren't you? Roger said, that's not it at all, I just don't care. Elise is taking one more glance at the gardens. Roger said, Ash, what did you two talk about? I'm telling him he would have to ask Elise himself. Roger sighed. Elise said, come on, we're done here. Elise is right. I'm currently at the, where do you, map location, Grand Library, 1 of 6 walk to Grand, use teleport orb to teleport, map location, TimeCrest Merchant, walk to, use teleport orb to map location, walk to Administration Chambers, 40 minutes.
I don't know!
Use map walk to Block M, 20 minutes, button. Use teleport orb to teleport to Block M, button. Map location, Block C, 5 of 6 locations, living quarters mean people that might need our help. Use walk to Block M, use teleport orb to teleport to Block C, button. Map location, Ash's room, 6 of 6 locations, walk to Ash's room. Use teleport orb to teleport, walk to Ash's room, 20 minutes, button.
Alright, let's click
Walk
there.
walk, button, walk. Use master of
Click
time
that.
use master of time to skip. System message, we're here by my room. A mage is about to get hit by an explosion of fire. System message, Ash is waiting. Push the mage out of the way. 1 of 2 stay away, it's dangerous. 2 of 2 responses. Push the mage out of the way. 1 of 2 responses. Button. Push the mage out of the way. Responded. Arg. System message, Ash lost 45 aura. Ash has received drink aura potion has requirement. 1 of 1 responses.
Okay.
Notices. Shop. Button.
I need to go
music player.
to...
Button. Pocket watch. A red badge indicates. Inbox. Relation. Infinity. TimeCrest Merchant.
Go to that.
Buy 5 teleport orbs. Buy aura potion for 100 gold. Buy aura alert. Buy.
Click that.
Okay. Button.
And
Okay.
click that.
Buy required. Drink aura
There we
potion
go.
has required. Respond. Arg. I pushed them. I pushed. System message. Ash consumed an aura potion. I pushed the mage out of the way, but ended up getting hit myself. A.C. said, you're rushing it again, idiot. I'm telling A.C. that I had to. Otherwise the other mage would have gotten hit. The young mage is looking at me. He has a copper-colored crest on his cloak. The mage scrambled to his feet and ran past us. I'm glad he's running out of here. Ellipsis. Never mind. He came back and he has a bucket in his hand. He flung the bucket at the fire and water poured out. He said, take this, water burst attack. Ellipsis. Roger said, that's pretty, ellipsis, said, ellipsis, Ash, do you know the guy? I'm shaking my head. He might be new to my block. The water flung from the bucket vaporized as soon as it hit the flames. A.C. said, what are you doing over there? The mage turned to us. He said, I'm trying to put out the fire. Ellipsis. A.C. said, you know regular water won't work on it, right? You're a mage. The mage said, my one wind spell isn't quite that useful, but that. The mage looked down at his bucket and back to the fire. He said, I think I'm going to need a lot more water. Elise touched her puppet and giant cyclones of water appeared in this area and drenched all the flames. The mage said, holy muffy, miss, that was so cool. I've always known I'd meet powerful mages by joining a guild. Especially here at TimeCrest, the best guild in Valencia. Elise said, whatever. The mage said, can I have your name please? My name is Elise. The mage said, can I have your name please? My name is Otto. What's yours? Elise said, Demon Lords Andrew the Fifth.
What? What?
Otto said, that's a cool name although a bit long. Can I call you Xandra? Elise said, no, you must use my full name. Otto said, nice to meet you Demon Lords Andrew the Fifth. A.C. said, are you an idiot, Otto? You really think her name is Demon Lord whatever, ellipsis. Otto said, why would she lie to me? I'm telling Otto he should head out of the guild. He said, I'm here to stay and help like all of you. AC said, you'll only waste time trying to convince a fool, Ash. Ellipsis. There's a barking sound coming from Otto's cloak. Morty jumped from the mage's cloak and ran to me. Otto said, Morty jumped from the mage's cloak and ran to me. I'm so glad Morty is safe. Otto said, is Morty the one that gives you your guild pay? I nodded my head as I picked up Morty in my arms. Otto said, oh nice, Ellipsis, you're lucky you got assigned a wolf pup. I got assigned a pot-bellied toad, although I've taken a liking to Bubba. Pot-bellied toad? Otto nodded. He said, TimeCrest just started training these guys. I think it's because toads eat less than wolf pups.
Okay then.
He pulled out a toad from his cloak. Otto said, I think Morty was looking for you when this place caught on fire. I managed to tuck him into my cloak before the fire spread. I'm thanking him for saving Morty. I'm asking Otto if he can take Morty and Bubba to safety. Otto said, yeah, I actually think it's a good idea. I'm going to do that and come back and help more. Roger said, before you go, did you happen to see a young man who looks kind of like me, but taller? Otto said, I don't think so, but I'll keep an eye out. If I see him, I'll let him know you're looking for him. What's your name so I can tell him? Roger said, it's fine. Forget I asked. Make sure you stay away from him if you do see him. Otto shrugged and took Morty from me. He started running away. Elise said, not bad, Ash. You got the idiot to leave.
Dude!
I'm currently at my room. Where do you? System. Map location. Grand Library. 1 of 5 location. Walk to. Use Map location. TimeCrest merch. Walk to time. Use Map location. Walk to administration chambers. Why not? Use teleport orb to map location. Block M. 4 of 5 location. Walk to block M. 40 minutes. Button. Walk to block alert. Can't walk. Button.
Oops, there we go.
Use 39 minutes 59. Use master of time. Use master
Click
of
on
time
that.
to skip busy timer for free. Roger said, yes, my room. We are here to save you. There's so many things I didn't pack when I left for Windsor How. System map. Elise said, although I never share in Roger's excitement, I wouldn't mind saving my room either. Oh, it seems like someone already put out the fire in block M. Elise said, sweet. That means my room is still intact. AC said, why? Isn't it better for you if the evidence in your room had just burned up?
Dude!
Elise said, does everyone think I hide dead bodies in my room? AC and Roger looked at each other and both nodded their heads. Elise said, I wish. Actually, I've been inside Elise's room before, ellipsis. Roger's eyes widened. He said, and you live to tell a tale? So what's it like in there? Did you have nightmares afterwards? I'm telling him it's pretty nice. Dark, but nice. Roger is giving me a skeptical look. He said, Elise must be forcing you to keep her secrets. Ellipsis, someone is walking towards us.
Who?
It's Portia, ellipsis.
Oh.
No wait, there's a flicker, ellipsis. It's Guildmaster Patora. There's something glowing in my infinity pouch. Oh, it's the dispel ring. Elise said, Ash, you have a dispel ring too? Hey, I noticed Elise is wearing one on her finger. Patora walked up to us. She eyed the ring on Elise's finger and said, I suppose she has the right to be angry with me. She's looking at Elise. Patora said, I'm glad you're okay. Elise said, oh, are you back to pretending you actually care about me or the family you abandoned? Patora sighed. She said, I never stopped. Ellipsis, never mind. There's no point in arguing with you. Elise said, my heart is 100% devoted to him. Those were your words, Patora, not mine.
Who?
Patora said, if you hate me so much for leaving, then why are you here? Elise said, I don't hate you for leaving. I hate you for breaking your promise to someone I love, ellipsis, that you told me repeatedly you cared the most for. But you ran away from us the first chance you had. Elise shook her head. She said, I do hate you for those reasons, but I'm here because she doesn't. Even though she has every right to hate you, she still misses you. I can tell.
Who?
Patora's hair color, ellipsis, it's changing from navy blue to a light red. Elise said, so you still can't control it, even now. But I guess now you're strong enough to not need protection. Patora narrowed her eyes and her hair changed back to navy blue again. She said, give up trying to convince me. You should be with Portia. Elise said, no, it's you who should be with her. Patora is phasing out. She teleported away.
Well.
Elise lowered her gaze and sighed. She said, let's go. Don't we got other places to save? AC said, hey Roger, aren't you going to ask Elise what that was all about? Roger said, not, I'm interested, but not enough to give my life. Even I know, Roger said, not, I'm interested, but not enough to give my life. Even I know that Elise will kill me for sure if I start to ask her about what just happened. AC said, what about you, Ash? I'm shaking my head. I know better than to bother Elise after that. System message, gain 20 relationship with Elise. I'm currently at block F. Where do, map location.
Okay.
Library, 1 of 4 location. Walk, use map location, TimeCrest merchant. Map location, administration, use map location, block C, 4 of 4 locations. Living quarters mean people that might need our help. Walk to block C. 45 minutes.
Click
Walk
that.
to block alert. Cancel. Walk. But
Walk.
45 minutes. Use master of time to use master
Use
of
master
time
of
to
time.
busy timer for free. Oh no. There are flames everywhere. Oh, system message. Oh, AI. 3 exclamation marks. A scream. Where is it coming from? A.C. said, it's coming from my room. Screams continued to echo from inside A.C.'s room. Elise touched the back of her puppet and torrents of water poured over the block and extinguished the flames. I'm rushing towards A.C.'s room. It's Allison, ellipsis, or I think it's her, ellipsis. The fire had already burned through her cloak and did its damage. Her body and face are charred and leathery looking. I'm kneeling beside her and calling out to her.
Oh no!
She said, Ash, ellipsis. I took her hand in mine. I'm telling Allison that she'll be okay. She just, Roger said, Ash, do you know her? I took her hand in mine. I'm telling Allison that she'll be okay. She just needs to stay still and we'll get her healed up real soon. I told Roger that Allison is from Block E, my block. Roger said, Ash, do you know her? Allison said, I'm scared, ellipsis. Pete please, ellipsis. I'm holding on tight to Allison's hand. I'm asking what she was doing in A.C.'s room. She said, I wanted to make sure A.C. was okay, ellipsis. I should have known A.C. wasn't in his room, ellipsis. But, ellipsis, Ash, I can see, ellipsis. But at least it doesn't hurt it much, ellipsis. A.C. said, you stupid girl. He's kneeling beside Allison too. He said, you should have worried about yourself instead of me. Allison waved her hand in A.C.'s direction. I'm looking at him. A.C. is grinding his teeth. He sighed and took her hand in his. Allison said, thank you, ellipsis. I know you don't want to hold my hand, but thank you, ellipsis. A.C. squeezed Allison's hand. Allison said, Ash, I saw, ellipsis, I saw him. He was just burning down mages everywhere. I think he remembered me, and chose not to attack me for some reason.
Why?
She's coughing. She said, I yelled and told him that he has to pay for killing all of those mages. That I wouldn't let him hurt those that I care about. That I was willing to die to protect A.C. Allison said, he said, ellipsis, then die, ellipsis, and next thing I knew, I was on fire. A.C. swallowed hard. He said, thank you, Allison. She said, you don't really think Master Ignis would, ellipsis. I'm telling Allison that Master Ignis would never use fire magic to destroy lives.
As far as you know.
Allison smiled. She said, I believe you, Ash. What are you beginners still doing here? We heard a stern voice call out to us from behind. The voice was coming from a gold-ranked mage. A.C. said, help this girl. The gold said, you all should evacuate now. A.C. got up and grabbed the gold by his collar. He said, isn't it your job to help her? The gold looked at Allison and frowned. A.C. let go of his collar and clenched his fists together. Allison said, what's wrong, Ash? Am I going to be okay? I'm telling her she'll be fine. After she's recovered, I'll bring A.C. to visit her. A.C. is grinding his teeth. He said, yeah, I'll be there. Allison smiled. She said, I can't wait, ellipsis. The gold said, I'll take it from here. The gold scooped up Allison and took her away. Elise is frowning at me. She said, why didn't you tell Allison the truth, Ash? I'm sure even Roger could tell she wasn't going to make it. Roger cast his eyes to the side and scratched his head. He said, yeah, ellipsis, I feel really bad we didn't make it in time. I looked down on the ground. Elise is right. Given how badly Allison was burnt, there was little chance she was going to make it. Roger said, give me a moment. I'm going to see if Alan's anywhere here. Elise is glaring at me. Elise said, if you knew that girl wasn't going to make it, then why did you lie to her? I told Elise it was because Allison's life was being taken away from her and I wasn't going to take away her hope as well. Elise said, false hope is cruel. I'm asking her what extra pain I caused by saying the things I said. A.C. suddenly knelt on the ground. I'm asking him if he's okay. He's looking at his hands. A.C. said, I was holding the hands of another woman. She was dying too. A.C. said, I can almost see her face, ellipsis. Elise said, sounds like a lost memory is coming back. I put a hand.
Wait.
Elise said, sounds like
What?
a lost memory is coming back. I put a hand on his shoulders. I'm telling A.C. that we need to keep moving. Twitter, we don't want to lose someone else like Allison. A.C. nodded.
Roger
came back. He said, Alan is not here. Let's go. Okay, let's head out. I'm currently at Block C. Where do you... Map location. Walk to Grand Library. 1 hours. 20. Use map location. Walk to TimeCrest Merchant. 1 hours. 5. Use map location. Administration. Walk to... Use vertical scroll bar. Descriptive hail.
That's...
Use Walk to Administration Chambers. 1 hours. 5 minutes. Walk to alert. Walk. But... 1 hours, 5. Use Master of Time to... Use Master of Time
If
to...
I would have chosen AC's room first, I would... Mm.
We're here. I'm telling Elise to work her magic. Elise is frowning and looking at her puppet. The puppet is growing more and more transparent and particles of red dust are drifting off its body at a rapid rate. Elise said, seems like this puppet's time is up. I'm asking her if she can make another one. Elise is shaking her head. She said, at my level, this was the only good water mage I managed to collect in my time. This means, ellipsis, we can't help anymore. Roger said, darn it, I haven't found Alan yet. Maybe he's not here. I haven't found the imposter yet, either. A.C. said, since we don't have Elise's weird doll anymore, we should leave. It'll be back. Elise said, A.C. said, since we don't have Elise's weird doll anymore, we should leave. It'll be bad if we get trapped. Elise said, I agree. Without the puppet, it'll be a real bother if we get trapped. Roger is clenching his fists. He said, yeah, ellipsis, I think we should go too. Ellipsis. I'm nodding my head. We should evacuate for now. I don't want any of us to end up getting hurt. Should I use a teleport system? Teleport. Has required. Run. 2 of 2 respond.
Yeah, let's say run.
Respond. The time to run. A.C. said, sweet. I'm down for a run. Elise said, have at it, but running is not my thing. You sure you don't want to teleport out of here? I'm telling her I'll be fine. I'm good at running and I'll avoid any area already burning. She said, you better not die, Ash. See you soon. Elise's body is phasing away.
Wow.
Roger said, I'm going to use a teleport orb. See you outside. Wow, ellipsis. C is already zooming ahead of me. Talk to you soon. 29 minutes. Use Master of Time to skip.
Okay, let's
Use
click
Master
that.
of Time to skip. System. Descriptive hail. Button. Why are you at the Apple Courtyard? System message. Ash is waiting. I made sure C was well ahead of me before I changed course. System message. I'm at the Apple Courtyard. Why are you at the Apple Courtyard?
That's what I want to know.
Apple Courtyard. Responded. I want to see it one. I want to see it one more time. I remember it as the first place we spoke. Actually, it hasn't caught on fire yet. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm going to head out now, ellipsis. It's the imposter. I'm asking him if he's the one burning down TimeCrest. He said, yes.
Why?
What? He's crazy. To just outright attack TimeCrest like this, ellipsis, there will be retaliation for sure. From the guild masters and from Chronos. The imposter said, you mean from your brother? He knows, ellipsis. The imposter said, and I know you haven't taken Chronos up on his offer to join him yet. I'm telling him I will stop him from ruining Ignis' name even if it means I have to join up with Chronos. The imposter laughed. He said, if you join with him, Chronos will only end up despising you for your weaknesses. He said, I'm sure even a stubborn fool like you can see that you and your brother are nothing alike. He simply wants more than you and is willing to do more to get everything he wants. The imposter said, where you would stop? Chronos would cross the line to get what he wants. A sheep like you can never understand the mind of a wolf like him. That, ellipsis, that can't be the truth. Riley told me Chronos and I are alike in many ways. I know I can understand him if I tried. The imposter said, you're basing your assumption on the mind of a simple girl? He said, why do you think it took someone as powerful as Chronos so long to find you? The imposter laughed again. He said, even I found you in that spider cave. What? System message, Ash lost 62 aura. Someone hit me from behind, ellipsis. It's the woman in the bone mask. Is she going to strike again? The imposter phased in front of her. He lifted a hand and is gingerly stroking the side of her mask. The imposter is looking over his shoulder at me. He said, what do you even know of the truth? The imposter is waving his hand at the courtyard. He said, you still think it's your magic that led to the connection between you and the human in this courtyard? What is he talking about? The imposter said, here he is now, then come to Wispy Brook. Wispy Brook? He said, yes, this courtyard was where it began for you. Come to where it began for me. There you will have your answers. The imposter said, there you will see YT Studio. The imposter said, there you will see her again. YouTube, now, he put his arm
Who?
The imposter said, there you will see her again.
Who? Who?
He put his arm around the shoulders of the woman in the bone mask. He said, Scarlet. He put his arm around the shoulders of the woman in the bone mask. He said, come now, Scarlet. Scarlet. The woman in the bone mask is Scarlet Ignis. But how is she alive? Did he, ellipsis, did he find a way to bring her back? The imposter knows how to bring Riley back. Ezra was right. 3 exclamation marks. My head. 3 exclamation marks. Are you okay? 1 of 1 responses. Button. Are you okay? Responded. Are you? System message. Connection lost. 2 seconds. A palish blue dust circles the screen. Red message. Someone important was stolen from you.
Hi.
Red message, and a storm inside continues to brew. Red message, come to Wispy Brook, it's time for us to meet. Red message, only by my will can you truly feel complete. System message, connection, 9 minutes 40, use master of time to...
Why do they have to always do poems?
Messages, a monochrome icon stylized, ellipsis, what was that? Message, 7, 1038, the current year, chapter 9. The current, messages, ellipsis, what was that? System message, Ash is waiting, that was a weird message. The ones I've been getting, one of one responses.
Yeah.
That was a weird message. The ones I've... Respond, really? But this time I saw it too. Who is this person? The imposter is gone. Ellipsis. I don't know what just happened, but I'm going to evacuate for now. We'll figure it out later. Should I use a teleport or system? Yes, required. Exercise is never bad. Exercise is never bad.
I agree.
Respond, got it. System 44 minute, use master of time
Click
to
that.
use master of time to skip busy. Respond, got it. I'm just outside the gates of TimeCrest now. The fires are lighting up the faces of the many mages looking on in shock and disbelief. The fires are lighting up the faces of the many mages looking on in shock and disbelief. The place they spent their days, met friends, and pursued their passion for magic, going up in smoke. I know how they feel, because I feel the same way. I must have the same look on my face right now. Others are sitting on the ground with their arms wrapped around themselves and shaking. The TimeCrest administrators have taken off their hats and are pressing them to their chests. The golds outside are all looking at the ground, defeated. I wonder what's going to happen to TimeCrest. Many of us have witnessed things we will never forget. It's not just the building structures that need repairing anymore. Almost everyone is silent as TimeCrest continues to cry out to us from the inside. I need some time to, ellipsis, talk to you soon. System message, 1 hours, use master of time.
Click that again.
Use master of, descript, pocket walk, the guild, system message, Ash is busy.
There we go.
The guild set up tents for survivors. A TimeCrest administrator is waving at me. Hang on. Okay, the administrator is leading me to the tent that Team 13 is in. I see the gang. Roger said, Ash, where did you go? I'm telling them what happened with the imposter in the apple courtyard. A.C. grabbed my collar. He said, what if that wacko killed you? You need to learn to be more careful.
Wacko.
Elise said, so what are you going to do, Ash? I'm telling her I need some time to think. She said, you can go outside the tent and get some fresh air, but they aren't allowing people to leave yet. I think I'm going to do that. Roger said, did Ignis Imposter say anything else besides wanting you to go to Wispy Brook? I'm telling Roger that I told him everything that happened. I'm outside. System message, Ash is waiting. Did you tell them everything? One of one responses. But, did you tell them everything?
What about Allison?
Messages. A monochrome icon stack.
Where's Allison?
Responded, no, I didn't mention the part about Chronos being my brother. I'm definitely not ready for everyone on Team 13 to know about that.
I can't blame you for that.
Or what the imposter said about my connection spell. What does he mean that it's not my magic that formed the connection between us? And the things the weird message told me, ellipsis, I didn't tell them most of that either. There's something else, ellipsis, I didn't have time to mention it to you when it happened, ellipsis. But the weird message we received inviting us to Wispy Brook appeared in my head, without a voice. I sensed the words in my thoughts without hearing them. Ellipsis. Like the messages you send me, ellipsis. Hang on. A.C. just followed me out of the tent. He wants to talk. He said, what happens to this team after we confront the imposter? I'm asking what's bothering him. I'm asking what's bothering him. He doesn't seem like the type that would worry about this team disbanding. He said, it's not that, ellipsis, it's I still haven't figured out some things yet. I'm asking him if this has something to do with what he told me in Crane Mansion.
Oh.
A.C. said, yeah, being around Elise is triggering bits and pieces of images. Not enough to add up to anything clearly, ellipsis, but it's something. If this journey ends, I don't know if I'll be able to find other leads. I'm telling A.C. not to worry. He's my friend and I'll do what I can to help him find his lost memories. A.C. said, thanks, Ash. I don't normally count on others, but I'm not sure I can solve this one alone. I'm telling him that helping him figure this out is important to me.
Where's Allison? I don't like this music.
He said, okay, I'll let you know if I remember more leads we can go on. He's walking away, ellipsis. Wow, he's walking away, ellipsis. Wow, ellipsis, that's sure a lot to chew on, ellipsis. Do you want to walk or talk or should I find somewhere to sit down? I'm so confused by what happened that I can think straight. I need your help to work through my thoughts. System find a place to sit down. 1 of 2 let's walk and talk. 2 of 2 responses. Button.
I don't know. I want to know what happened to Allison. I don't like this music.
Let's walk and talk. 2 of 2 responses. Button.
I really don't like this music. I really don't.
The administrators are guarding the campsite perimeters, but I can walk around and check out the other tents. Where should we start? System meth. Do you believe what the imposter said about Chronos? 1 of 3 response. Tell me more about the Nexu task. Is there a storm inside you continuing to brew? 3 of 3 responses.
What the?
Where should we start? The administrators are guarding the campsite perimeters, but I can walk around and check out the other tents.
Oh, okay, okay.
Do you believe what the imposter said about Chronos? 1 of 3 response. Do you believe what the imposter said about... Responded, I'm afraid I don't know too much about my own brother. Not enough to know if what the imposter said is true. Ellipsis. But there is something I do know. For a long time I thought Chronos and I were nothing alike. But when the imposter told me plainly that I'm nothing like my brother, ellipsis, I felt sad. To feel that way surprised me. Anyways, I just walked into a tent. It was for the injured. Allison doesn't appear to be here, ellipsis. I hope everyone I know made it out okay. System message, Ashes. Tell me more about the Nexu toss connections, Pel. 1 of 2 response. Is there a storm inside you continuing? Tell me more about the Nexu toss connections,
Oh no.
Pel.
Is Allison gone?
Responded, I was in the apple courtyard when my Nexu toss started working. I learned the Nexu toss fell from an apple. Well, at least I think I did. I was staring at the apple for a long time, ellipsis. Though now that I think about it, ellipsis, did I really draw a spell from it? I thought I did. But I don't remember going into a trance, so that's weird, ellipsis. To connect to the human world is forbidden. Not to mention it is hard to do. I couldn't believe I did it. I was so excited to speak to you, ellipsis. That I didn't think more on how I did it. There are quite a few tents filled with injured. I'm going to check them all. I'm going to continue to walk around. System message. Is there a storm inside you continuing to brew? 1 of 1 responses. Is there a storm inside you continuing
Where's
to brew?
Allison?
1 of 1 responses. Messages. A monochrome icon stylized with a meeting. Responded, no, I'm fine. Have you seen me slow down after Riley's death? I've been pushing forward each day. I may be angry at Ezra, but I'd say that's normal. That weird message is wrong about me. I looked through all the tents housing injured mages, ellipsis. Allison wasn't in there. There's only one place I didn't look yet, ellipsis. The area the administrators are keeping the dead. That imposter, ellipsis. I'm heading back to Team 13. System message, Ash is waiting. Have you decided what you're going to do? 1 of 1 responses. But have you decided what you're going to do? 1 of 1 responses. Messages. A monochrome icon stylized with a meet.
I shouldn't have taken that. I shouldn't have.
Responded.
Why didn't I think of that? I should have. I should have taken the.
Yes, I'm going to Wispy Brook.
Well.
Thank you for talking out everything with me. It made me understand that not only do I want to prove Ignis is innocent, there are still a lot of answers I need for myself. I don't know if it's a trap, but if I don't go, I'll never find those answers. Aside from the imposter, Chronos is probably the only person that has those answers. But it's not like I haven't tried talking to him. I'm going to regroup with the team and let them know my plans. I'm not quite sure when everyone will be allowed to leave. As soon as we can leave the campgrounds, I'll head straight for Wispy Brook. Talk to you there. 4 hours. Use Master of Time to use Memory Remnant. The broken shards. Okay. Button.
And we'll click that.
Disc 38. Message 1038 data. The current chapter 10.
All right, and that is it for this video, guys. Let me close this real quick.
App closing TimeCrest. iPhone. Extras folder. Games folder.
So, unfortunately, another person died. Allison. That was very unexpected. I don't remember that happening when I played that, but I think it just depends on how you go on about the game. My question is, why is Ignis doing all this? That's my main question. Why is he doing all this? What is the reasoning behind this? Like, is he trying to teach Ash a lesson? Is he trying to teach Chronos a lesson? Is he trying to teach everyone a lesson? Or is he just trying to get payback at something? I don't know. This is weird. But anyway, that's it for today's video, guys. So that's it for today's video. If you guys have any more questions, please put them down in the comments below, or you may send them to info@TheTechPianoPlayerKid.com. You can also give me a text at 913-312-1325, and if you do not live in the United States, you can text me through WhatsApp and give me a call there as well. I also have a toll-free number that you can use to give me a call at 877-318-8775. Please also follow me and like my Facebook page, The Tech Piano Player Kid, and follow me on Twitter, tech_piano. And you can also join my discussion forum on my website where you can ask questions about technology and help to answer questions about technology for the blind and stuff like this by going to TheTechPianoPlayerKid.com and clicking on the discussion board page underneath the navigation bar menu where you can register for a free account and help to answer questions and ask questions if need to be. Please make sure that you get permission from your parents if you still need to do so before making an account, just to make sure that you're on the safe side and that you don't want to get in trouble because we don't want that to happen. And you can also subscribe to my monthly newsletter if you wish by going to my website, TheTechPianoPlayerKid.com. Again, if need to be, get permission from your parents just to be on the safe side. And you can unsubscribe at any time if you wish, and you have any trouble with unsubscribing or creating an account or deleting your account, please let me know, and I will do my best to help you out. Anyway, that's it for today's video. God bless you all, and peace. The Tech Piano Player Kid is out. Thank you for watching today's video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and leave a comment down below. For questions, please send an email to info@thetechpianoplayerkid.com. You can also give a call or text at 913-312-1325. And don't forget to like my Facebook page, The Tech Piano Player Kid, and follow me on Twitter, tech_piano. Black background with white text that reads The Tech Piano Player Kid displays on the screen with the same text written to the right in Braille, then fades to black.